Hello, fellow architects and faithful followers to the stream. We're gonna open up the stream with some Pazak because you know Octo wants to get his Pazak in, and what we're doing right now is we are
I'm having a great time with what we're doing.
We've been ranking our favorite Dark Souls bosses, and mostly Octo has been. I've already done it, sort of off stream and stuff, but we were talking about it at dinner, and we kind of just kept going with it. So, just so you guys know, we have like a 6-tier system of ranking. We were using Tier Maker for this, the website Tier Maker, and it goes from S, A, B, C, D, and F. Obviously, S is good, F is bad. So, and we're judging this on a factor of the most enjoyable bosses for Octo. So it's not about like necessarily like design or like lore or stuff like that. It's mostly about how much do you enjoy fighting the boss. So S tier is you enjoy fighting it, you look forward to fighting it on a repeat playthrough, and you find it to be especially well made. It's upper echelon tier. It's very hard to get into, as we will see. A tier is you enjoy fighting it and you look forward to fighting it. C tier is you enjoy fighting it in the moment. You find them relatively inoffensive, but yeah. C tier is you find them sometimes fun depending on build, playstyle, or mood. And then D is usually not fun, more of a hassle. And then F is terrible bosses you truly dread and you find are poorly made. Those are the starting tiers, and we've been going through them, just like confirming all of his already chosen answers. And when we last left off before the stream started, we were on B tier and examining them and where they belong. And we're looking at Dark Souls 1. You put 5 Dark Souls 1 bosses in B tier, so you just enjoy fighting them in the moment, maybe, and that's it. And that would be Sif, Artorias, Horus Demon, Bell Gargoyles, Gaping Dragon. That's it.
Again, slowly.
Sif, Artorias, Horus Demon.
This is B?
This is B. You enjoy fighting them.
Okay, so Sif, Artorias.
Sif, Artorias, Horus Demon, Bell Gargoyles, Gaping Dragon. I think these all belong here. I'd say Artorias maybe. Personally, I put Artorias up into A. I look forward to fighting Artorias.
I'm gonna put Artorias to A, and probably unpopular opinion, but I have a very special relationship with the Gargoyles.
Really?
They made me sell the game. I love the Gargoyles now.
I think I might put Gaping Dragon up in A if I were choosing.
Gargoyles are an A.
Gargoyles are an A. Is Gaping even again? It's not a matter of difficulty either. So like, if you look forward to fighting an easy boss, that's totally fine too.
Gargoyles to me represent more than what they actually are.
Okay, they're some kind of gestalt entity. They represent more than what they are.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, I hate this guy.
Last time you lost $500 credits, didn't you?
I'm still 750 net up.
Okay, but you still.
Yes, but I did still lose 500.
Okay.
But overall party funds, I'm still net
Right.
750 up.
Okay. Okay. So, there's 3 bosses left in Dark Souls 1 in B tier.
Okay.
Sif, Taurus Demon, Gaping Dragon.
They deserve to be there.
It's pretty rough. My list is more lenient because I actually looking forward to it. But you know, B is good. B is like you enjoy fighting them, so that's all right. So let's see. Moving on to Dark Souls 2 in B tier. 1, 2, 3. There's 14 Dark Souls 2 bosses in B tier. There is Smelter Demon, Red Smelter, Last Giant, the Rotten, Dragon Riders, Giant Lord, Duke's Dear Freya, Looking Glass Knight, Gank Squad, Ava, Dark Lurker, Sin, Belfry Gargoyles, Ruin Sentinels, Lost Sinner.
Again, doesn't have to be slow.
Okay. Blue Smelter, or sorry, Red Smelter, Last Giant, Rotten, Dragon Riders, Giant Lord, Duke's Dare Freya, Looking Glass Knight, Dank Squad, Ava, Dark Lurker, Sin, Belfry Gargoyles, Ruin Sentinels, Lost Sinner.
Looking Glass can go up.
You did say that. Look forward to fighting Looking Glass Knight. Which we always call Mirror Knight, by the way.
Me too. He should be called Mirror Knight.
Yep.
It's not a looking glass that he has as shield. It's a mirror.
I mean, it is a mirror, but it's also Looking Glass as well. It can be
No,
both.
it's a mirror.
But there's some of you think that belong there and B?
Yes.
Enjoy fighting them? That's
Yep.
good. It's not a bad tier to be in. I don't think.
That's the good but not great tier.
Yeah. I think that's fine. So, in B tier, in Dark Souls 3, we have 10 Dark Souls 3 bosses. There are only 25 bosses in Dark Souls 3, so 10 of them are B tier right now. Dancer, Dragon Slayer Armor, Princes, Twin Princes, Nameless King / King of the Storm, UX Gundyr, Bort, Wolnir, Pontiff, Abyss Watchers, Midir.
I want Nameless King up in A so bad, but King of the Storm.
They are tied together.
It's not a good fight.
He is more enjoyable. I enjoy him more than fighting Nameless King. He's actually what boosts Nameless King up for me, not down for you. That's interesting. So B.
B.
So A being you look forward to fighting them because of King of the Storm. It brings him down to just enjoying him in the moment.
Yep.
So all the rest of those fit there.
Yep.
Like Midir fits there. Okay, it's
yes,
fine.
Midir fits
Sorry,
there.
for me, because Midir's like S rank for me. Easy.
Midir sucks. Everyone hates
Midir's
him.
great. All right, we're almost done here. Because I mean, we went through a lot of the lower tiers earlier off stream. A. This is enjoyed, and you look forward to fighting them every time you play through the game again. Gehrman, Maria, Cleric Beast, Living Failures, Orphan of Kos, Marta Ligarius.
Again?
Gehrman, Maria, Cleric Beast, Living Failures, Orphan, Ligarius.
You're not gonna like this.
What?
Maria can go down.
Go down to B. You look forward to fighting Maria?
Like, and whenever I do, I'm like, okay, here we go, Maria, and then I'm like, why did I look forward to that?
What about Gehrman? They're very similar fights.
Gehrman's cool though. Maria's also really cool, but like, Gehrman's extra cool.
Okay. So it's pretty good to have 5 bosses from Bloodborne being an A tier. That's 5. You're okay with Living Failures being an A? I think
I love Living Failures.
I love fighting Living Failures. So pure enjoyability factor.
Living Failures, I think, is the best ads boss fight in the game, like in the series.
And that music too. Okay. You have one A tier Demon Souls boss, which is False King Olin.
Yep, he deserves to be there.
I think that's a bit generous for him, but I think that also that
I think you're overly harsh on Demon Souls.
maybe. I think you're overly generous on Demon Souls, but let's just disagree on that, I guess. So let's see, we've got you only have 4 Demon Souls 1 bosses in A tier. Win, Victorious, Gargoyles, Ornstein, and Smo.
Again?
Win, Artorias, Bale Gargoyles, Ornstein, and Smo.
I'm okay with it.
Too high for me. I think Ornstein is pretty much there, I think. Let's see. And then Dark Souls 2 in A tier. You have 8 in Dark Souls 2 that you look forward to fighting. That would be Velstadt, Pursuer, Looking Glass Knight, Hume Knight, Thurlon, Dragon Rider.
I love Dragon Rider.
Yeah, I do too. Burnt Ivory King.
Oh.
Ola Dragon Slayer. Just we're talking about pure enjoyment, not necessarily complexity of boss fights or anything. Just
what is the definition of S?
S is you enjoy, look forward to it, and you generally find it well made. On top of that.
Put my boy. Both my boys. Hume and Alon.
And Alon, that's where my boys are. Go to. I have like 7 or 8 in my S tier, whereas he was a little stingy with that. Oh dang. Did not think Sir Alon would make the cut for S tier, but there you go.
I hate his run, but
like the charge attack, you know, like the.
No, I hate the run to him.
Oh, the run to him. Okay.
But he, as a boss fight, is so enjoyable. What really puts it up, I was like, the boss run puts him at A. The fact that he seppukus himself is an S.
It's pretty great.
It's an S.
It's strong. Yeah.
If you perfect him, that's the coolest.
Yeah. Okay, so there's some love here for Dark Souls 2, which is nice. It's actually a fairly balanced list. It's starting to balance out a pretty good amount, I'd say here. Now. Yeah. So there's 6 bosses in Dark Souls 2 now, in A. Velstadt, Pursuer, Looking Glass Knight, Dragon Rider, Burnt Ivory King, Old Dragon Slayer. There are 2 bosses in A rank. Dark Souls 3. That would be Champion Gundyr and Gale.
I don't have enough experience with Gale.
Gale's so,
I don't have enough experience.
So an S rank for me.
I don't have enough experience with Gale. He could be an S rank. He's like, I don't know. He's like that. You put him in between, then you just put a question mark.
So you look forward to fighting it, Gale then?
I look forward to him, but I'm not sure if he's like masterclass.
Okay. Yes, S is masterclass. Enjoy, look forward to, and is generally well made in your opinion. On top of that, there's only 5 bosses total here in Dark Souls. That would be there's 2 from Bloodborne, which is saying something. Ludwig and Father Gascoigne. Beating out all the other bosses that we've gone over so far.
There's one that's not there that I think might
make it into like low S.
But you'll yell at me.
Oh well, this is your list. I mean, if you think Orphan belongs in S.
I want Orphan in low S.
Strongly disagree about enjoying the factor.
Okay, you know what? He's a question mark too. He's a question mark. Okay. He's tied with Gale.
Okay, so he's back into B then.
Wait, B?
Gale's in B.
Gale? I thought Gale was in
sorry, it's A. Sorry, I meant to say A.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How mad are you that Orphan is tied with Gale?
Yeah, Orphan and Gale, like, in terms of enjoyability factor, like not even like in the same universe. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. There are 2 bosses in Dark Souls 2. The record show S tier. Nothing in Dark Souls 1. Nothing from Dark Souls from Demon Souls. There are 2 bosses in Dark Souls 2 that reach S rank for you: Fume Knight and Sir Alon. You already agreed with. And there is 1 boss from Dark Souls 3 in S tier, which is Soul of Cinder.
Say that again. Say all that again.
Okay. There are 2 bosses in Dark Souls 2, Fume Knight and Sir Alon. And 1 from Dark Souls 3, which is Soul of Cinder, which means that you enjoy him, you look forward to fighting him, and you think he's generally well made.
None from Dark Souls 1.
Nothing Dark Souls 1. Or Demon Souls. Highest tier you managed to find was some love for Gwyn and Artorias, Bell Gargoyles, and Weinstein Smo.
I am tempted to put both Gwyn and Artorias in S.
Ugh.
But I don't think either of them
reach the like upper echelons of like Soul of Cinder.
Yeah, I don't think
Ludwig.
so. Here's the thing. I couldn't put Gwyn in S and not Soul of Cinder, but Soul of Cinder is not in there because he's Gwyn. He's Gwyn and so much more.
And so much more. That's very. I think I agree with that. It's very logical, in as far as opinions can go. So there you go. There's.
Can you like? Is there a way for you to like send that to me? Like share that?
Probably. Let's see. I do want to send it. I figured it out.
I hope you know we're gonna be doing these all night.
What do you mean? Well, I mean, I have my list. I'll probably.
If you can figure out how to share that,
Okay.
I'll share yours as well.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
There's probably a bunch of different tier makers, right?
Yeah.
Are Zelda games on there?
Probably. I haven't looked. We can try.
Because after this game of Pazak, I'm gonna rage quit and I want to punch this Duros in the mouth.
Is that an option?
No, but I wish it was, because he's a dirty cheater.
Oh.
He's getting yellow 20s so often.
Yellow 20s.
Nat 20s.
Natural 20s. Okay.
Lucky. Okay, I'm done.
Octos.
I'm sorry I lost 300 more credits.
Darn it.
This guy's good. Tol Apkar. He's good.
Souls. Bosses. In order of enjoy.
Enjoyment?
Enjoy. Bill with.
Where are you sharing that?
I'm just downloading it. Downloading
Okay.
the image.
I'm gonna throw that on Discord.
Okay.
And be like, agree, disagree, debate me.
Right.
At me.
Oh, you're gonna at you?
At me.
Right. So yeah, like last we left off.
So you're good to play now. That's just called, what's that website called?
Tier maker.
Tier Maker. Tier like I cry? That kind of tier?
No.
Oh.
Actually, go if it's on here. If you, I may have already saved it because it saves like. It's,
Yeah, but it's kind of hard for me to. Well, actually, no, I can do it from back here. Let me put it on.
Leave
over
me
here,
be. Good.
Good.
A whole different site. Hey, Aridin.
Hey, Aridin.
Please, don't hurt me. I am too weak with hunger.
Can I just go to like here and then
You'll get your
like?
turn soon enough, fool.
Oh yeah, you search and I have to put it in dark. Oh, Zelda.
I will be there, laughing as you collapse.
This is the default
Exhaustion
layout.
and
I added F. Go to the gear. Want to add more? You can like add a row. Above or below. And I added an F tier. Just because D isn't strong enough.
Whoops.
Go back to the gear. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a site of a guy just cutting onions over and over. Oh, I see. I see. Tier Maker.
Nice.
Statement. As you decide. I cannot render assistance.
Just beep. We're
Okay.
showing NPCs here. There's gotta be something we can do here.
So, Aridin, I'm sending Mefuki to your house tomorrow. Well, he's going over there, but I'm sending
Right.
something with him. He's gonna try to talk you into it. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Talk me. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to do it. I
But
don't know about talking him into it.
just in case I'm afraid Mefuki won't tell you,
Okay.
everyone will find you at least 80% more attractive, which is gonna put you around 180%.
Oh.
So, let's think about that. Okay. Also, let me do this. Let me do this. Urge.
No one gets inside, citizen.
How does one? We're not friends on Twitch. What the heck? How do I go to this dude's channel?
Right.
Fuck. Aaron's gonna start streaming next week.
Yeah, that's right. Woo!
Those odds, though. Okay.
Good.
Mefuki,
Yes.
I'd like Aaron for you to play along as well. I know you don't really play Zelda games.
You mentioned Bloodborne? You didn't.
Whoa. I just said I'm sending you over there with something.
Oh.
Okay? Just chill out.
Sorry.
How dare you? Ruin it! You ruined it! No, it's fine. He probably knew what it was. Okay.
So yeah, what we were doing like last 20 minutes, we were playing the game and playing another game while playing this game.
Yeah.
Which was what? Explain.
We're making lists.
Tier lists for
Tier
things.
lists, man. So it's a meme. We everyone but Mefuki knows it
I
apparently.
didn't know it was a meme.
I want to make that boom. Done. Done. Oh, this can't be the same. Gotta be black.
That
It's
guy just
impossible
had a
to see
quest
now.
for me.
Is
This is a very
pink.
large area. There's only some...
Okay. So I know Aaron doesn't really like Zelda games, so he might not have played them all.
He
But
might
we're
be
gonna
indifferent.
just because
Hey,
we know it
what's
pretty
this?
well.
Looks like
I
you
want to
have
do this with a
yourself
few
good
things
sport, my
because I
friend.
actually find this kind of stuff
Good.
like
I want to celebrate
fun.
my
Ridiculously
acceptance into
fun.
the academy.
I find lists
So how
super
about
fun.
it, chump?
Making lists.
Ready to
So,
die?
Do you watch a lot of stuff on YouTube that's like top 10 whatevers, like
From certain people,
for certain people? Yeah.
like Easy Allies, I watch all of them.
But we do, isn't it
Dude,
obvious?
I watch a good amount of those as well.
Yeah, I don't.
So
wanna fight.
SABCDF,
That's a Jedi trick.
What you won't
Yes.
get away with
S-A-B-C-D-F.
this.
Zelda 1.
Okay, now, what are we ranking? Time.
Let me put these in order first. Because it's weird to me that they're not in order.
Heck? Why are they? Why can't I do things? Stunned? It's gonna be your turn soon.
Oh, jeez, what the heck?
These guys are really strong.
So, this is how we're going to rank them, okay?
Okay.
In all categories
Okay.
of personal enjoyment of story, graphics, gameplay, dungeons, bosses, items, everything.
Personal enjoyment,
Just
though.
personal enjoyment.
primarily?
Yeah, personal
Not like
enjoyment.
actual
okay?
game design or anything.
Not game
right?
design, just personal enjoyment. Your
Okay.
personal list, okay?
Okay. And
Zelda.
we are examining all parts of the game.
Correct.
Okay.
Zelda 1.
Like not without looking at like the history, what it did for the
Not
gaming
not looking at
industry.
gaming, what it
Okay.
did, just the game as
Okay.
is.
Okay.
All these games exist separate from each other,
Right.
right?
Okay. So Zelda 1.
Zelda 1. SABCDF.
Okay. And so we're gonna use the same enjoyment
Yep.
scale.
Yeah.
than before.
You look forward to this game. Like thinking
Right.
about it, you look forward to playing it.
Okay.
Would be S.
Okay. So Zelda 1, I would say, where are my dudes?
They're dead.
Yeah, but usually they come back to life, don't they?
Well, I think it's because they're still over by the enemies, right? Oh, you know what you could do?
De-aggro
Set
them.
up a bunch of mines Aggro them and then run back.
Nice. Idea.
Just hit continue. See if he hasn't engaged yet.
The point where they aggro. Maybe?
Right there. Okay. They stop 2 up. Oh, no. They follow. Uh-oh. Okay, they stop at the bottom.
I just let this guy have regen. I want regen on my own.
You can also just nade them.
Yeah, don't they heal though if I throw with nades at them?
I don't think so. They can heal, but I don't think they heal passively. They made out.
Zelda 1
Zelda 1
is
1987, I believe.
yeah, and I would say it's I'd say it's a C for me.
To see?
You know, it enjoyable sometimes depending on mood.
I'd say mine. It is also a C for me.
Okay, yeah.
Zelda 2.
2. I would have put that down into a D, where it's usually a hassle to get through. But then I played through it years ago with you.
A dot
and
might be good.
Yeah. Yeah. No poison though. We should get more of those. We buy more poison grenades. That's working. That's working all right. Yeah. After playing it with you, Zelda 2 got better for me. So I would say that it's a B in enjoyable.
Zelda 2
enjoy
is
it.
an A for me.
It's an A for you.
A. It's almost an S. It's high A.
A. You look forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
I say in the midst of it, I enjoy playing it, but not like I look forward to it.
Test out what a plasma does.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's test out all the things.
18 is pretty good.
Yeah, I think that it definitely is a better game than people say it is.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think it's
People hate on
amazing.
Zelda 2 for no reason. Thermal detonator.
And
Doesn't seem like it's doing damage, though. Maybe it's doing damage to one of the ones further back.
yeah, maybe.
Shoot him. They can't pass there, right?
Maybe. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, just kite them down, shoot them. Link to the Past. Power Blast.
That's a A, I'd say.
An A.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
It's like a D for me.
D.
I've never beaten it. Here we're hitting the big boy for me. The only top-down Zelda I thoroughly enjoy the entire way through. Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. DX. Let's say DX.
I haven't played that game in a very long time, but I will give that I'll give that an A.
It's a B for me. Seasons and Ages.
Oof.
They're both good, but you know they're
Good.
top down, so they're whatever.
I'll give that also an A.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Minish Cap.
Minish Cap.
Minish
I-
Cap's like an F for me.
Cap's probably like a C or a D, like a low C.
Is it
High
high
D.
D or low C?
It feels a little harsh to put it in D. Just because you're here, I'll also put it in a D. You swayed me.
All right.
Swayed me.
Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass.
Ooh.
Those are Fs for me as a left-handed individual.
That's pretty fair. Having played both of them and being right-handed, Those are pretty far. Those are pretty much F for me.
Ooh, ouch.
There's only one game actually that's like truly F, like solidly F tier, and that's Triforce Heroes. I couldn't finish that game. I felt really badly about it because I really wanted to like it. There's some things I did like about the game, but man.
What about Four Swords and Four Swords Adventures?
Oh, maybe we should put your tracks in or Final Fantasy in the D now.
I haven't played either of them.
I have played them very briefly. They're one of those kinds of games where, like, much like Triforce Heroes, where if you don't have people to play them with you.
Shall I just put them both in F?
Put them both in F just for now.
A Link Between Worlds.
Ooh, that's like an A.
All right. Pretty even split right now between A and F.
Yeah.
Now it's the big boys.
Mm-hmm. Actually, but make that a B. Make that a B.
Link Between Worlds?
Yeah. Enjoy that, but I don't know if I look forward to it.
All right. Now the biggest of boys.
There you
Ocarina of Time.
go. Oof.
Your choice of 3D or original.
Master Quest?
Sure. So 3D. Let's say it's 3D. Because that has the Master Quest with it. Unless you prefer the GameCube version. The base graphics.
I'd say gotta leave room for Majora's Mask. I'd say put it in S. I'm gonna put it in S.
S. Mid S? Low S?
That's a mid to low S. I'd
Mid
say.
to low S, okay. Majora's Mask, I'll just put it in
Mask
S.
is an S.
That's high S.
That's high S.
Wind
That's
Waker.
the peak. I put that in high A for sure. However, I do agree with you on the sailing. Like, first time you play through is great, and then you
Not a lot of
there's a lot
replayability.
of luster when you play through it again with like the sailing thing. So I want to give it an A. Look forward to it.
A D for me.
Jeez, you're brutal.
I'm brutal. Twilight Princess. The most mixed Zelda game in my opinion. Wind Waker is the only S tier on my list as a year. Where you're wrong.
Okay, well that's interesting, Aridin.
See,
Twilight
Aridin,
Princess.
Zelda is the best RPG series of all time.
No, don't start that. I would say. Oh, I had the perfect spot right here. No! It's like,
Just puts it behind his back.
um,
Sure, if you're like playing Baby's First RPG.
Oh, burn.
See, if you're playing Baby's First RPG, you're not playing Zelda because Zelda's not an RPG. You're playing like Mystic Quest.
or yeah, Mr. Quest or
Quest
Super
64.
Mario RPG. You just die?
He's the leader though. Hit him with a nade.
That.
Oh. It's
we
that
go.
easy.
Alright, you got that,
Probably
guys?
get some Sith medallions from them.
Oh yeah, probably. Thinking.
Yep.
Sith medallion. There we go.
Twilight Princess, where does it go?
Okay, Twilight Princess.
Let's see how much heal does. Oh.
Oh,
I mean, we have a lot of HP.
we do.
26 is pretty good.
Of 140. Twilight Princess. Slow and. Give it a B.
Here's my thing with Twilight Princess. It's the
enjoy
slowest opening of the series, but once I'm in, I love it.
Yeah, which is why I think it fits in B. You enjoy it, right? You know, I guess I look forward to it though. But like in the middle of it, you know, in the midst of it, enjoy it.
Okay, sure, I'll give that to you.
Once you become a
Hi,
Sith,
Tino.
you can do anything. You can feel the power power coursing through you. None of you fools can compare to me.
Please, friend, we are pleased at your success, but...
Pleased? You're jealous. You're jealous of my
I
power.
think it's him.
You think you deserve this medallion, don't you?
You mean you don't think that's him?
Tino. I don't think that's Tino.
That's Tina.
Stop killing everybody. This is crazy.
I have the power to do anything.
Kudu.
Somebody, help me, please.
Sniveling fool. You
Fool.
would never belong beside me in the academy. I'd rather kill you now and save us the trouble. What's this? It seems I have an audience.
Audience.
Look, Jedi, just keep walking. Unless you want some of the same.
Sorry, but I'm not gonna let you kill that woman.
You can't stop me. You first,
I haven't
human.
healed yet. I was actually gonna look for a healing spot.
He dies.
Can't-
Acknowledgement. Oh, he threw his lightsaber at you. He's just an apprentice.
Yeah, these guys can keep doing this to me where I can't do anything.
Oh yeah, he's choking you.
That's why I died last time. They were all choking me. I just couldn't. I just got stuck on this. Oops. Oh well. Oh, okay. I was actually gonna try and blow him up. Fine.
Skyward sword.
Skyward sword. I think we should pick Canderous for this.
Shoot.
Oh, right. Yeah, let me save the game. Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword.
This is D tier for me.
D! That's because you can't control
I'm
the game for some
left-handed,
reason.
and it doesn't work with me.
Make it C tier, sometimes fun.
C tier. Breath of the Wild. S for me.
S?
S. There's 3 S games for me,
So,
and it's Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Breath of the Wild.
I would give Breath of the Wild a low S.
Low S.
Low S.
All right, so let's go over it again and see if you want to change anything,
Yep.
okay? Starting at F. Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, Four Swords Adventures, and Four Swords.
Yeah, the thing is, like, even when you are right-handed, stylus controls just aren't very fun.
Okay.
And they get really... your hand cramps up really easily
Sure.
after a while. And I don't know, I just don't like it. And then Four Swords and Four Swords Adventure are not that fun
Here it is.
if you don't have some friends to play with you. So, yeah, that's fitting.
Okay. D. Minish Cap.
I think Minish Cap is, it's got some good things going for it. It does. So, the D, I just don't think it's that memorable of a game. And so there are some mechanics that I think could be good, could have been good. But, yeah, I think overall, I can't really see it putting into C tier with Skyward Sword and Zelda 2. You know,
Zelda 1.
Zelda 1, rather. Even Zelda 1, I think, has some things going for it that I prefer Minish Cap. Yeah, that's good.
All right. C. Zelda 1 and Skyward Sword.
Okay, Skyward Sword, I think it has some issues, but I think it has a lot of good ideas as well. Also has KOTOR, best boss in the series, so that puts it up with, like, and
This is what I live for.
This is what Canderous lives for.
getting his shots bounced back at him. This is what video games are, right? You know, you got a solution to the problem. This is what I'm doing. It works, and these guys just stun lock me. There might be some other way to make them not choke you to death, so you can't do anything. I This is working, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. Right, so
You could try throwing a concussion grenade to stun him.
good thinking.
You have to have him in sight for it to...
Hey.
Might need to do it when he's melee with you.
Yeah, let's try. You can take a few hits.
Oh, it just stunned you. Okay, he's immune.
Oh boy.
That's a long stun effect.
Is.
So you good with C?
Yeah, Zelda 1, I think it is fun. I really like how non-linear it is, but this is points because it has some things that don't like support that. Like, you know, like when you go into that dungeon, I stopped that playing on it. You go in there with the bow, like, okay, I'm just gonna go in there with the bow, and then you do, and you have no arrows, and the game just expects you to. The game just expects you to have arrows, and there's no like pots full of arrows. Like there's
No, because the arrows are an item.
yeah, so like you have to go leave the dungeon and like get arrows and stuff, and I just don't get why. Whereas in future games, I'm used to like they
give you what you need.
They give you what you need in the dungeon, but there it's like nope, you just gotta leave the dungeon and come back with arrows.
And I can see the pluses and minuses to both.
I can see that, yeah, but I guess maybe I'm just used to Zelda where it's really more of a
Okay.
yeah. Again, and I know if it were an RPG, I wouldn't mind like you need to find the thing, like get equipment and then come with the equipment. But like I see Zelda more as like a puzzle game, you know?
Sure. I
The
see it as an
puzzle-
adventure game.
Adventure puzzle game to me. Which means like not having the puzzle pieces is kind of odd. So yeah, that was this fit. Sometimes fun.
Yeah, it is an adventure puzzle game. Only weirdos think it's an RPG.
It's an adventure. It's an adventure a puzzle game, is what I'd say.
Yeah, action adventure puzzle. Okay, so B tier. My game, Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. Zelda: Link Between Worlds and Twilight Princess. Think about learning the different moves from your ancestor in Twilight Princess. Think about how cool the Arbiter's Grounds are.
Yeah, they are cool.
And the sword fight with the Bokoblin on horseback,
the
and the Hidden Village. And like the Hidden Village. And
cool.
the Twilight Realm, which is pretty cool. And the Zant fight, which is rad.
Fight is good, yeah.
And Minda's Lament, which is really
good.
cool.
But then think about
using the monkeys to help you in the forest
But then
temple, climbing on the ceiling with the magnet boots.
Yeah, but then think about like collecting all of the seeds or the tears or whatever.
The light seeds.
And then the opening bit of game. Also,
everyone in the world except U2 and Trocare think they're an RPG. Legend of Zelda's even mentioned on the wiki page for RPGs. Aaron, you can go change that.
I think the average person might. I mean, I'm not sure, but most
I
people
think
would
like
say that.
average gamer would probably think it's an RPG, but I think any RPG player would think it's an RPG. Like anyone that plays RPGs.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
But
Ready? Huh?
So Twilight Princess stays in B.
Yes.
yeah, all right with that. And what else is in there?
Zelda 2. And A Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
Ooh, a crystal. Dude, you should go heal.
Yeah, I want to go find like a healing place. Like, what do I like? Can I lay down somewhere?
Maybe at the cantina. Maybe you can like drink at the bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
Maybe you can rest on the Ebon Hawk.
Yeah. I just think that if you classify Zelda as an RPG, it's too broad of a category at that point. To be really like not that meaningful. Like if you think if Zelda is an RPG, then what isn't an RPG? You know what I mean? You play a role. That's usually what that one
Call
would
of
mean.
Duty's an RPG. There's XP and you level up and you unlock new stuff.
Right. So obviously
You
it's
unlock
not.
new guns,
It has
which are just different
RPG
skills.
elements, maybe
Yeah.
you'd say, but you know, RPG means something very specific, right? It's like D&D. It's like very gear focused. But even then, I mean, obviously these genre names do blend, right? So like, you know, something like
That's why we have like RPG, JRPG, character RPG.
you know, character action game, and Zelda is like, you know, a different thing. But hey, do you want to heal me?
I'd assume you have to go to the Ebon Hawk if there's even.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Like sleep in your
Yeah,
bed.
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Oh, there's a med bay in the Ebon Hawk.
Yes, yes.
Transit disabled. Just get outside.
Right.
A Link Between
Well,
Worlds.
if you
Tell me
take
why.
Direct definition of RPG, then yes.
Almost every single game is an RPG. Yeah.
Right, I
Right.
agree. But at which point the genre tag is kind of like not very useful.
That way is outside.
And obviously we only want to use the genre tags in order to try and get a. Are you sure? Hey, to the Hawk, Ebon Hawk.
I thought it was.
It's this one.
Oh, I didn't know where we were. Sorry. I was out talking on my phone because someone had stolen my iTunes account.
Right. For the
Which
fifth
then I found
time.
out the next day someone stole my credit card.
Cool. So we're dead
Thanks, some guy in Spain. So Link
then?
Between Worlds.
Two worlds.
Just do a Link to the Past, but worse, right?
It's better in some ways,
Well, then why is it in A tier?
but only in some ways. It's worse in other ways.
Tell me why it's not in C.
Well, I think that it's like Link to the Past, right? But it's got the unique mechanics that makes it stand out amongst them. So like being able to like, go up against the wall, and like doing 2D for some interesting puzzle solving is pretty cool. Yeah, I think it doesn't have any sort of like annoying things like the seeds to collect or stuff like that, or yeah.
Okay.
I think it's yeah. Where's is there med bay in here? You said.
The med bay is that side room right off the cockpit. Cockpit.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh no, this isn't the med bay. This is the control room. Med bay is that way. So that's the cargo hold.
No, pearl hole's down here.
You're right. The heck is the med bay? Oh, the med bay is that little side room, straight down, and then
In
to
the middle?
left. Yeah, in the middle.
I see.
But it doesn't look like you can rest. Interesting. Oh no, you're fully healed. Could just coming onto the Ebon Hawk just heal you?
How that works? Let's try that. If there's a way to heal, I'll be spending all my healing things, kits. Yeah, okay, good to know. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Zelda
next.
2, The Adventure of Link.
Right, it's currently in B tier. You
Currently
enjoy
in
it?
beer.
Yeah.
In B. Can't speak today.
Weird.
Beer tier. I would put this bad boy in A tier.
Can't say I look forward to playing it though. Like when I think about playing it again. And then when I'm playing it, I
You
can
want
see
to
the fun
know?
in
The
it.
only game
Right.
that's an RPG on this list is Adventure of Link.
Yeah.
There's XP
yeah.
and level ups
Yeah.
that correlate with stats.
I'd say that there's not very much in terms of builds. Builds are very important in terms of RPGs, I think.
Well, kind of, because you
but-
can. There's kind of builds because you can choose what you level up between
Yeah,
health, attack,
yeah.
and magic.
And again, I know that in a great time you also choose your equipment, but it's not really about that so
Mm-hmm.
much. Like,
I found an article that best describes the Zelda RPG thing. I can't send it directly to you for some reason, so I'll post it on Discord. Okay.
okay, you can also whisper it to Octo. I think it showed. If you go back to the channel, it's right there. Is that not it? All right. I have 2 medallions.
It's a question almost as old as the original game itself. The Legend of Zelda is Legend of Zelda a role-playing game? Yes, no, well, kinda. They're all 3 are actually correct if you look at it, as Obi-Wan Kenobi would say, from a certain point. Of course, The Legend of Zelda is an RPG. The setting of the game is Hyrule and instantly invokes a fantasy RPG setting. Maybe it's due to games like Final Fantasy and Suikoden. But fantasy settings have usually had an RPG-like feel to them. There's also an epic quest for a hero that's fundamental to all Zelda games that you'd find. At their core, RPG's quests for their protagonist driving the story along. Everyone agrees the Zelda storyline is one of, if not the most important element of the game. Players also level up, quote-unquote, Link's weaponry in order to battle increasingly difficult bosses. As the game goes on, taking all these things into account, it becomes increasingly obvious that The Legend of Zelda should be an RPG. Legend of Zelda is definitely not an RPG. There's no actual leveling up of the character, besides an optional name change. There is also no customization of the character at all, either at the beginning of the game or during the game. If one thing has taught me over the years, it's that all RPGs allow players to customize their character through the process of leveling up, as the character gains experience throughout the game. This fundamental element is totally missing from the Zelda games. Even Nintendo refers to Legend of Zelda as an adventure game. If they don't consider Legend of Zelda an RPG, why should we? The Legend of Zelda is actually a hybrid RPG and adventure game, a genre unto itself, so to speak. By combining elements from RPGs, and a handful of other game genres, and then wrapping it all in a shell of awesome character and story. Legend of Zelda defies such labels as RPG or adventure. To put it quite simply, it's a Zelda game. Nothing really needs to be said because players know exactly what that entails, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, this is kind of what we mean when we say, like, it's a Zelda game or it's like a Zelda-like, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's a game that is,
it's what we mean when we mean it's a Souls game. It's not a Monster Hunter game, even though Monster Hunter has similar combat.
Similar elements.
There's not the leveling up like Souls, and there's not the adventure like Souls.
Yeah.
Just so like how there's Castlevania, Metroidvania, and
Egavania, and those are all different things unto themselves, you know?
Yeah.
So that's fair.
What do you wish
so it is a Zelda game. Zelda games are Zelda games, you know? Go ahead.
So Adventure of Link stays in B?
I think so. I don't think I'm looking forward to do it.
Okay.
So, one of the others accepted you, even after I did not. You're lucky, human. I'm in a forgiving mood. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
Statement. Just a simple droid here, ma'am. Nothing to see. Move along.
I see. Fair enough. So long as they do not disturb your training or cause any trouble. Are you ready to go to the Academy then?
Yes, I am.
Then let us leave. The master of the
It
Academy...
really wasn't that hard to solve. I just didn't need to go up the ramp where the Hawk was. There wasn't really
A rank.
A rank.
A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Top down Zelda's boring.
Students. It appears we have a late entry.
What
Who do you
and there's a little bit of non-linearity, which is important to me.
Bristling with the Force?
Barely.
A human that
that's the only Zelda game other than Zelda 1 that the temples are numbered.
I met this one in the colony.
But I think there's still you can do them in
that I'll judge for
yeah, you can do like 1 and then 2, 3, like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Like you know,
it's a little bit like Ocarina of Time.
It's like Ocarina of Time. You can do the forest and then you can do the fire or the water, and then after those two you can do the shadow or the spirit.
Not much, but it's something. I think. Hang on a second. Preconceptions have just money been polluted with. He says that preoccupations about it. I don't know any what that's telling me. So, you know that they're powerful, a force to be reckoned with. Okay. Let's do this one.
A diplomatic answer, if not the core of the matter. Our power
is obvious.
It's
pretty rad.
The question in truth goes much deeper than the surface. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition. and it is truly no
Well, why do you
surprise
guys
they
hang
cling to
around
it
in
for
dark
comfort.
places and
We, however, do not
and
treat the
are like,
Force as
and
a
now
burden.
you
We
will
treat
die,
it
and then you
as
guys are like,
a thing to be
oh,
celebrated.
barbarians,
We
thinking
use
that
it to
the
acquire
dark side's
power
evil.
over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uther.
I dare.
I am
Oh
ready.
yeah, I totally
Brash and
rad.
fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one.
That is good.
That will provide you power.
It's okay.
And Shardan,
We are still good
what
guys,
of
but
you?
I sense
I am
good anger in
always
you.
ready.
I see.
Good.
You had best gather
Good.
your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this
Hi.
interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak?
Hey, dude, guys. Hey, we have to, now that you mentioned that, I just forgot, and you reminded me. Well, hang on. Let's do this first.
If you haven't watched One Punch Man, watch One Punch
Watch
Man.
One Punch Man. It's
It's
so
on
good.
Netflix. It's very good.
It's a little gory, so just fair warning there.
It's
but
not gory enough.
It's gory, a little gory, but it's really good. What are my companions?
Your slaves. They are irrelevant. They may accompany you so long as they do not interfere with us or with your training. Are you ready or not, young one?
Power, consideration, and morality is a weakness. But if I say that, he'll probably get angry at me. So
You could probably fight them all.
now that we're in here,
We're just here for the star map.
You are brave to argue, young one. I have met few students who would speak
That
so
body
openly
language.
to me. Ask yourself first what this morality is. How is it created? Who does it benefit? Where do your notions of good
Good
and evil
question.
come from? You may come to the realization that morality is but an obstacle to overcome, or not. The discovery is yours to make. Should you?
oh,
be
you
willing.
clearly have an
Now
opinion
then,
about
all
it.
of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you,
Oh, it's Highlander
however,
rules.
will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again. If you survive,
Ooh, ha, ha.
my pupil, Euthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must
soul
earn that
for a
for
soul.
yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Right.
1000 XP is good.
Okay. ATNO.
Okay.
Yep.
Link's Awakening.
And I remember Link's Awakening so fondly. I think I haven't played in a very long time though, so maybe it needs to go lower.
It has some really good characters in it.
I remember Marin being good.
Marin's good. Her dad, who looks like Mario, is good.
Yeah. Isn't that the one that has like the Blind's Hideout, where like you lead the guy around and then he's like, "Aha! I'm actually the boss of the stage." That's pretty good.
That also happens in A Link to the
Ah,
Past.
there you are.
Oh,
in
there
the
you
Thieves'
go.
Hideout.
That's
For
pretty good
the
too.
year.
Your favorite prospects.
Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety.
The super bad
Would you
lip
like to
sync.
hear it?
Yeah, you know.
Hey,
Question the mark.
Voice.
Not really. Oh, don't worry. What I have in mind will benefit us both. You can be sure of that. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Nagasado.
To be a true Sith, you must have no hair.
There
We've done
you
it.
Oh, well, we've achieved it.
perfect
Or she
time
says
to,
something on us that we're...
Shall we say,
You wanna know how we lost our
arrange for a
hair?
change in the Academy's leadership?
100 sit-ups.
100 push-ups.
100 squats.
And a
and
10-kilometer run. Every day.
Every day.
Oh.
What's important about this tomb?
The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance. Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That
yes,
Uthar
it
will be
is.
alone is what is important.
Pardon this.
My part in this is to help you gain enough prestige and slow down the progress of the other hopefuls. I want you in that tomb when the time is right. We destroy Master Uthar
This is
together
the dark
and
side.
I take his place. And you take
Master
your
Uthar should be
place at my
pleased
side.
that he gets
Plan in
assassinated.
sheer simplicity.
Well done, pupil. You've learned well.
And then he kills you.
And then he gets killed. He gets betrayed that hard, right? Do I know this isn't some test? This isn't
You must
some
not
test.
know much about the Sith yet. If Uthar were even to suspect that I might be trying to supplant him, true or not, well, let's just say he wouldn't likely stop to ask too many questions before ensuring I was dealt with.
The Master Uthar?
Is that such a daunting prospect? It is not as if I am asking you to perform the task alone, or as if you will get nothing out of it.
I say we play
Master
both
Uthar
sides.
cannot prevail against us
What if we
both.
can't
That's
do
all there
that
is
though?
to it. It is a very simple matter.
Stop me from telling him about this.
I suppose you could do that. Even the hint of betrayal from his pupil and Uthar would move to eliminate me. But this is a very good opportunity for you. You can start off your Sith career as the right hand of the head of the Academy. Me, Uthar,
But if you're
will
willing
not
to kill
offer you
your
that.
master,
Hey,
Do you
Robert.
believe Uthar would not be
Robert!
No,
willing?
here's the thing.
He would quickly
Sith are
figure
always
out
willing to
what
kill
you
the
have to
master.
gain
How
by
it goes.
betraying him.
But
They would
how can
never
you trust
believe
someone who's
someone
willing to
who
kill
passed
their
that much.
master?
Tell Master
Exactly.
Uthar
So
what you wish.
Sith never trusted
Why
the Sith.
you? I would think first of what
how
the
does this academy work
consequences of
then?
such
Isn't
an
there kind
action
of
might
a-
be.
Basically, it goes until like the Sith will train someone, and then that person will try to kill their master, and the master will kill them. That's why it's why the Emperor, because they want to forward their
Right.
goals without putting themselves in danger. Right?
Okay.
So it's like that's why the Emperor gave Darth Vader crappy armor and crappy
Right.
life support.
So
it's why the Emperor in Episode 3, you probably don't remember, but in Episode 3 had Anakin kill
You
Count
are
Dooku.
already part of
Count
this. Don't be
Dooku
a
was
fool.
getting too strong.
I will begin to make preparations for your final
Okay.
test. Your only worry now is to
The
get
Sith,
there.
it's the Wild West, dude.
Okay.
The Sith are the Wild West.
But Uthar just got done telling me like, the foolish Jedi, they think Jedis are aligned with good and things, and Sith are bad and dark. The fools, and then you just meet this lady who's like, kill my
because the
master."
Sith believe that there is no good and there is no evil.
But there clearly is, because they're trying to kill everybody and stuff. Like there's all this usurpation and like betrayal and stuff.
If that just happens though, like to them that just is.
Okay. Clearly not though, because other things happen in the universe that are not those things, right? I don't see how you have a functioning academy when everyone's trying to backstab each other. But I don't know, whatever. Can you tell me about the Code of the Sith?
I can help you understand it.
You have to memorize this the last time.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength.
Passion, strength.
Through strength,
Power.
I gain
Peace,
power.
lie.
Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me.
Power,
Simple
victory,
words,
into victory.
yet easily
Victory,
misunderstood.
chain
broken.
Would you care for me to explain anything?
If I ask stuff, I'll forget.
Surprised. The Force is strong with you. Master it, and it shall serve you well.
How you doing, Robert? I was
Don't talk to people. You're gonna forget.
Yeah.
Levels. Later.
Where is he?
Gotta find him.
Oh, Uthar's room.
Locked.
Ah. Oh, is that this way, right? Is that came out this way?
We're doing well, Robert. Yeah, I think this is your room. You're doing well. We are currently in between like story moments where we're making Zelda games tier list from S to F.
Yep. We're making tiers on tiermaker.com.
There he is.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige.
The code of Sith.
Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a
Passion.
lie.
Passion.
That is only through passion I gain
Power.
Strength.
Strength, you're right.
Through strength I gain
Power.
Yeah.
Through power
Victory.
I gain. Through victory,
Chains are broken.
the Force shall free me. Yes.
Yes.
Good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking
Nice.
the words and knowing the words are, however,
It's hard
two
when I
different
use
things.
this hand
Tell
and I'm
me
going
that,
over my head.
True or false? It is our passion that fuels the Force.
True.
Absolutely true.
Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor.
This is when you look
I have
back and go,
matters
I'm
to
about
attend
to
to.
end this whole man's career.
Should I tell him about
Yes.
Euthro? Yeah?
Yes. Let's do it.
Really?
Betray the Sith. Betray the Sith. Betray them. Teach him a
I'm
lesson.
good with betraying the Sith
Yeah,
because
do
they're
it.
bad.
Do it.
But I also want to kill Uthar.
Oh, we'll do that later.
Okay.
Oh? What is my apprentice up to now?
He wants me to help you or kill you at the final trial.
I see. It is good that you have come to
I love
me.
how
with
he's
this
just gonna
information,
believe
young
me?
one. It is a bit ironic that Euthura has begun her plotting. I have been aware
There's
of
one
her
dude
growing
telling you
ambitions for
this.
some time, and had in fact already decided to remove her. Normally, the one who gains the most prestige would engage in a final trial. 2 of the students would fight. This time, it will be Euthura who battles, though she does not yet know it. Perhaps it will be you who combats her. Yes, perhaps
Yes.
so. This is what you can do. Give this pad to Adrenus. He will put some poison in her bath.
What?
This will weaken Euthura for that final test, making her an easy target. Rather generous of me, don't you think?
Yes,
For
Master.
coming to me
Anyone
with this
to live
information
in
and
this
betraying
place.
your foolish trainer. I feel you are worthy of prestige, young one. Go now. You have not
I'm
yet
just walking
impressed
on
me enough to declare you the
eggshells
victor.
around
I
here.
have matters to attend to. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
Okay. Nice. We can level up our boys.
Level up skills.
You can just auto, guys.
Use auto them.
Yeah. They're ranged boys. Okay. So we need to go tell, I think his name was like Arthurius?
Yeah.
The double cross. Adrenus.
Adrenus.
Okay. In the
sorry.
in the exit to the Valley of the Dark Lords, and give the data pad to him.
That's quite the name.
The exit to the Valley of the Dark Lords.
Darkness.
Imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute horror. Song is sad.
Oh.
It's about a movie.
It's about a movie?
It's about a movie.
Valley? Is that it?
Of the Dark Lord.
Sith Guard.
He could be in this room.
Oh, there he is. Weird.
I like to think that
Who are you?
I like to think that we do this like it's Prison Break, so we go out and we're like, "Hey man, how's it going?"
Poison.
Cool.
You just shout poison.
I'll talk to you later. Oh, that's a lightsaber. Oh, someone's fighting. Oh, jeez.
Hello? Master Uthar gave me this data pad for you. You?
Yep.
Yeah, allow me to see that for a moment. Ah, yes, I see. I will do as Master Uthar requests, of course. Thank you for bringing this to me. Oh, there he goes.
Let's talk to some of these named people in here.
teacher. Yeah.
Must be the native language of the world.
Yes, so. Greetings, fellow student. Are you planning on going to the Valley of the Dark Lords? I'm headed there to myself. Who are you? I'm known as Tariga, a student here at the Academy. It is my pleasure to be assigned to the Sith ruins, study their past and unearth new relics. You're human, but you speak like a Twi'lek. I was raised on the planet on the Outer Rim. You're not part of the Republic, so we never adopted their language. I can understand basic, but I'm not fluent in speaking it yet. I am, however, quite fluent in the Twi'lek tongue, so I prefer to use it when dealing with others. It is nearly as well known as basic, and no one will make fun of my accent. I think I made the right choice. I doubt I would have been assigned to the Sith ruins in the Valley of the Dark Lords if I was stuttering and stumbling over my unfamiliar language. Now we get into the valley. The exit at the end of this hall will bring you to the surface. There you will merely follow a natural path through the rock and you will come to the valley itself. You'll find many Sith working on the dig at the southern end of the valley. If you head into the northern end where the strange pillars are, do be aware of the Chukata beasts.
Could you stop fighting for 2 minutes? I'm talking to a dude over here! I'm sorry, continue.
Hey! What are those Chukata beasts? Ata beasts. Local beasts that hunt in packs and are not at all afraid of attacking students, or even armed patrols. They have proven to be a hindrance to our progress. Several attempts have been made to destroy their nests in the tombs, but their numbers have proven to be too great.
I will kill both of you if you don't stop!
They're loud, you know.
You know how loud sabers are? Use a vibroblade. Use a blaster.
Watchful for blaster. Yes, indeed. Shortly before entering the valley, you will pass it by a cave entrance. Do not enter it. It is full of dangerous creatures we call Shirak. One other danger to speak of is the Chukata. There are guards that will protect you if you remain in the south part of the valley, however. What are these Shirak? Flying creatures that lay webs in their tunnels. Ew.
Hey, Leia.
Hey, Leia! The webs can only burn and move with explosions. It best to avoid them entirely. Okay, that's good. How you doing, Leia?
Can we kill those two students, please? Yeah. It's awkward, isn't it? It's awkward when someone's up in your face trying to talk to you and there's just a saber going on in the background, huh?
Saber.
Huh?
How are you in which school, Princess Leia?
Know how to get prestige.
It's too bad I couldn't join you for the last Wonder Song stream, but work stuffs and things. Who might you be?
I'm one of the academy trainers, of course.
We are good.
Watch your tone with
You're
me,
good.
helpful.
Yeah, it was a busy week. I'm glad that we get a chance to unwind a bit.
Oh yes, you gather prestige to earn the opportunity to take the final test.
Cantor's stupid goggles.
You'll see.
Breathing down her neck. You know how I can get some prestige?
He just comes into the fray. He's like,
I didn't have better things to do. Has anyone told you about Jorak Un?
Want to hear some war stories?
Got it.
Do you like my night vision goggles?
I like it a lot. Yeah. Right. This week was crazy. Yeah, I bet. Just being a nurse is tough. You have any weekend plans? I'm gonna go see Detective Pikachu.
I'm gonna go see Aladdin, and I'm gonna go to Escape Room.
Escape Room?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Cool. Where? Which
Normal
one?
Place. Trapped.
Oh, normal place. Okay.
On Sunday.
Who's Jorak Un?
Well, the first thing
Detective
you should
Pikachu
know is that it's not a name
be interesting.
you should mention around
Actually, I actually kind of want to see it unironically.
Dude, I want to see
Jorak Un was
Detective
once
Pikachu. Are you
Uthar's
kidding?
master, you see.
Ooh, he's gonna be
And
great.
Oh,
he went a
Robert, I
little
think that may have been a
insane,
link they were trying
however,
to
and
post
Uthar
there.
forced him to flee to the surface
Whisper it
and
to
hide.
Octo.
It seems that
Or
Jorak
is
has
it Octo
been
and
spending
Mefuki?
his time kidnapping students who wander
If
into
you
the
have a link
Valley of
there.
the Dark Lords.
Beep.
No idea why. I've also no idea why Uthar doesn't do something about it. If you want prestige, however, you'll find that hermit, as everyone calls him. You'll find Jorak and either kill him or bring back anything he's been writing. Uthar would like that. Now be gone.
Gone.
I have better things to do than chat with lost hopefuls.
Yeah, we usually. I mean, I think you have the same rule in your chat, Robert. In order to avoid people, spamming, maybe like some not so family friendly stuff, we allow links only when moderators and stuff allow it. You clicked!
I will kill both of you if you don't stop!
Oh, thanks, Robert.
You know how loud sabers are? Use a vibroblade. Use
Man,
a
I clip the
blaster.
mic so hard.
Oh,
When I
did
do
you?
that voice, I clip the mic
Speaking of clips.
so hard when I do that voice.
Well, you gotta be careful
Oh,
of that then.
man.
I will kill both.
Well, it's also hilarious to me. Like clips
Yeah,
when I'm yelling.
you guys do the same thing. It's just a clip of you guys. You get it? Post it. Post it in chat.
Fine, I will. Jeez.
One of the rules of the chat rules, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know these things.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
We wrote them up. We up together. The rules.
Yeah, but I don't like pay attention.
Yeah. Okay. We haven't updated the rules in a while. I guess maybe that's why you don't remember.
You know my thoughts on rules.
You need them.
They're made to be
because,
broken.
No, I don't think you think that.
How dare you assume that?
I don't assume that.
Rules, and them being made to be broken. It's like cooking.
Dan.
You're supposed to have fun when you cook. A recipe is a
Yeah.
guideline.
Yeah, but also rules are good.
Our rules in our
Yes.
chat are the pirate code.
Particularly,
They're not. They're not. They're very
No,
strict.
actually, kind of all of them, but basically, like, I think all the pixel art guys, well, not all of them. Art guys, but half of them, I think, have like a rule about stuff just because they.
We're gonna get some risque stuff.
You might get, you might get trolls. I think 2 weeks ago.
Dark Jedi Night Robe.
I think 2 weeks ago during community night, I don't know why, but for some reason like the trolls were out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Robert's stream like 2 weeks ago during community night, and it was
Sometimes trolls just
what's
are out,
going
man.
on? Why is everyone trolling, and posting stuff and like being weird? You gonna say sorry?
I don't know.
There's trolls.
When we just sometimes they're out.
Oh.
When we stream and I get interrupted, that immediately goes out of my brain. It's like, okay, let's continue.
Well,
it's like a really improv. It's like, okay, let's go.
I was in Robert's stream and I was saying to him because he was fighting this guy called Nightmare King Grimm. He's like a super hard boss.
He sounds like it. He sounds like the edgiest boss of all time.
He sounds he's like a Hollow Knight looking character, right? So. What's the green line mean?
There's still more to the zone.
Okay, so maybe we want to go to the green one then?
Isn't that his room? And it's locked, isn't it?
Okay. Right. But yeah, so I was watching a fight. He finally beat him after like 2.5 hours, was it? And I mentioned that like, man, I hear you, Robert, but it comes to like doing commentary, where you just have to just keep talking and you don't really know what to say sometimes, so you just kind of keep going. And I didn't notice until last week, but he actually has a command. It's !words, because Robert apparently has a meme about him where he says words wrong.
Okay.
And
how unfair is this fight? Dude's got a sword.
You cut right through it, right? Oh. Verifying identity. Yes. Start comment with the prisoner.
Slice it. Ooh. Data files.
30 spikes! 50 spikes! Free the prisoners. Holy cow.
Let's look into the data files.
Okay. Files breached.
This is what I love. This is the stuff in Star Wars RPGs that I'm like, here we go. Here we go. When I get to hack and I get to spike computers. I get to slice. I want to be a slicer.
What if no files are found? If they're just found, and you just spend 2 spikes to do nothing? After like talking up like the slicing, and, like.
I don't want to talk about it. Do the cameras.
Sure. Camera view.
Oh.
Oh. Wonder where this is.
Any more? No? Alright, spend the 50 spikes.
After these spikes.
Make them.
Failure. Sounds like need personal allotment override authorization.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Hey.
Talk to, nice. Got some XP. Talk to this boy.
If you're here to use the tool, go ahead. I'm through with it.
I'm talking over here!
All cats need to be released. Pretty foolish. If Uthar wants to send an order like that, he can bloody well send it himself. Is bloody a bad word?
Not over here.
Not here. I guess it's okay then.
Loot.
Locked. Hi.
I want to talk to a prisoner, and then halfway through their dialogue, like, if only we had some sort of saber made of light that was so infinitely hot it could cut the chains of those bars down.
If only.
And just open the bars. The door.
So, talk about the Mad Hermit and the hill surrounding the Valley of Dark Lords. Apparently, this hermit is a former Academy Master. Okay, let's go outside then. Valley place. Right?
Valley of the Dark Lords.
Valley.
Dude, I'm thinking of, for the next Humbra campaign.
Yeah, next Humbra.
I'm thinking of actually, like, doing a voiceover for, essentially, without a better way of saying it, like, an audio log, essentially.
Audio log,
but
yeah.
somehow some magic audio log with it. So it can be in...
You do have some audio...
And I'm thinking of doing it in the Dr. Claw voice. In it being about the main bad guy.
Put an echo on there and slow down your speech a lot.
I don't have to slow it down that much. Probably like 10%. And then put an echo on it.
Yep, sounds cool.
Just do this voice.
But even when you do it, you should do it slower. Just make sure that you're clearly understood.
Yes.
Yes.
Speak slowly.
It's very hard though because that voice uses a lot of air.
It does. Yeah, you guys are much easier than the guys that were fighting in there in the place.
Dude, you're so shy though.
They don't seem very shy. They seem awfully more on the rack side, I'd say.
I don't know. I don't think you could put that many books on.
Oh!
I don't know myself after that joke.
Do it. Thing. Nope.
Dude, our lightsaber does so much damage.
It's got a very large range of damage.
2 to 22.
2 to 22 is incredibly insane.
As a crit right there, it did 43.
Good. Tell me how you can regen your health.
It's his armor,
Canderous?
or it's his Mandalorian-ness. Go into the cave.
Caves. Wait, wasn't there like something on the guy I need to meet? Yeah, that's where the guy is. The enemy.
What guy?
There was a guy I need to curry a favor with. This guy. Jorak Uln. He lives in the hills surrounding the Valley of the Dark Lords, which is where I am right now. So here or
yeah, go through the caves.
Okay.
Systematic. Okay. Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. Do they stay in the A tier?
They have like this ring system. Or no, wait. Yeah, that's the they have this ring system that I really, really like. That's more of an RPG-ish thing. And I also like the Seasons. Ages, maybe I think it was a little bit worse than Seasons, but only by marginally so.
Okay.
But I think that they're both close enough to be in the same tier.
Okay.
But I like the season shifts. I think that basically you get like 4 different worlds.
Okay.
And it changes the puzzle solving and stuff like that, so that's cool. Thanks, Princess Leia.
Okay, what about Wind Waker now?
Wind Waker is
arguably
nostalgic.
the most empty overworld.
Yeah, but it's also more of a nostalgic choice too. A lot of good memories comes to that.
Is the guy sapping your force?
Maybe. Could be. Yeah, Wind Waker, so many good memories, and I think a lot of the cool things.
You
like,
look forward to playing Wind Waker again?
Yes, that's fair, and I look forward to playing all the games again. I think.
Okay.
Like the remake for Link's Awakening. Yeah, I look forward to playing that.
Okay. Now let's start with Breath of the Wild on S, because I feel like that's probably the only one that has a possibility.
Yeah,
think about
it's a low
climbing in the rain. Think about the weapons breaking, the shields breaking, the bows breaking.
I found a cool thing in a dungeon. Nope.
Think about major test of strength. Oops, I ran out of weapons.
Major test of strength. Another shrine that just has
nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
Oh, rupee, cool. Think about how there's only like 7 enemy types in the game. Think about how the temples in that game are trash.
I don't think they're that bad.
I think they're probably the worst temples out of the 3D zones.
That's way off base.
Think about all that. Think about how useless horses are.
Yeah.
Think about all that. You still want that to be an S?
What are you thinking? Think it's a good NA?
Now think about all the sick armor.
Yeah.
Think about the best open world game to explore in the genre.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about the freedom of climbing almost anything.
Yep.
Think about the first time we climbed up on a mountain and saw, what is it, Vadoa? The camel?
Yeah.
Imagine looking on the desert for the first time and seeing the monolith.
See, there's a lot of
Seeing
good moments.
The giant maze.
It's funny though, is like
seeing for the first time just running through the desert, and the first time we get ambushed by a Malduga. Think about the first time you fought a Yiga clan assassin.
Yeah.
Think about the first time after you fought the Yiga clan in their base, which is an awesome place, by the way, to just like farm mighty bananas.
Mighty bananas.
Think about the first time you're just talking to a random person along the road, and they turn into a Yiga assassin to kill you.
Right there, whoever you are.
That's awesome.
We're not going back
Hey,
to
Destroyer.
The academy. We'll kill you rather than go
Think
back.
about. Okay, I'll tell you after.
Go back. What are you talking about?
You mean you aren't here to kill us or bring us back? I find that hard to believe. The only way into these caves is through the academy. You must be a Sith. So what is it then? If you're not here to kill us or bring us back, why are you here?
Just exploring. The renegade students, the ones who ran away.
So you have heard about us. Yes, we ran away before Master Uthar could execute us. Is that so hard to believe? My name is Thalia May. The others here and myself refused to murder a bunch of people on a whim from Master Uthar.
There you go.
So here we are.
That's the Sith
We
material,
thought
then,
that
I
becoming
see.
a Sith was what we always wanted.
Oh, Destroy, how are you?
Now all I want is to get out of here. Fair enough?
Keys. Maybe I can help you.
Help us? Why should I believe that this isn't some kind of trick?
Yes, and I'll prove it to you.
You want to help us?
Oh, wow. Actually
All
works.
right, I can think of a way. We're stuck in these caves, obviously, or we would have been long gone.
Yeah, Twilight's
There's
like-
a passage to the surface through the caves, but we're blocked by some kind of large
Aw.
creature. We can't defeat it. If you could kill it and clear up the passage,
Hey, I was gonna kill it anyway,
we
so
could
it's
escape.
win-win.
That would be help enough.
We're fine.
Can you
We
do
are
that?
fine. We had a long week, but of work, but unwinding with some tier talk, talking about tiering, like ranking our favorite games and things. And,
I'll
and
believe
playing
that
this
when
game.
I see
So
it.
yeah.
But if you could,
Okay, think about the characters.
All right.
Ready.
Think about the first time You've been in the wild for a long time. You've taken lots of breaths of the wild.
Right.
You've been running around, and you come across Hatno Village.
Right.
And it's like, it's so peaceful. It's so lovely.
Yeah.
You talk to people there. They have quests for you there. Think about when you get the quest to, like... Think about when you find the Guardian, like the Guardian building, and you go in there and you can make armor.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Think about the first time you saw one of the Guardians that were like, it's dead, don't worry, and it gets up out of the dirt and it chases you.
Yeah.
Think about when we snuck into Hyrule Castle.
You're right. Here's the thing. All these things are great, but they only, like, were good, like, that first time. Like, after...
I don't know. I think it would be good again. I think the hardest part of replaying Breath of the Wild is starting.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with you. I'm right on board. I think Breath of the Wild is the best of its genre. Like, the best of its open world genre. It's incredible. I had an amazing time with it.
That scream.
Also, there's some screaming, using stock scream sound effects in here. I just don't know if it stays good if I like enjoy playing it again, right? Because think about playing it again and you'd be like, I do all that stuff, this stuff again, or all this again. You know what I mean?
I don't remember all that stuff. It's like, oh, this stuff, that stuff. I don't remember that. I remember.
Like climbing the thing it's like Wind Waker a little bit, where it's like climbing the thing is new and like cool and like what's gonna be over this ridge, right? Where it's like, again, here it would be like
climbing.
I climbed it already.
Climbing in Breath of the Wild will never get old to me.
It isn't good. It is good. I mean, honestly, being able to climb everything is fantastic. It's so good. But
I personally love the Zelda.
Oh yeah, that's true. The Zelda.
People
hate her. Why do people dislike the Zelda so much?
I don't know. I love that Zelda. Zelda's great. Miph is great. The Goron is great.
Daruk.
Actually, all of them are great. Now that I'm thinking about it,
even
I love
Rivali?
Yeah, I love Rivali. He's Falco, dude.
I love Falco.
I love Falco. Have you seen a speedrun of Breath of the Wild? I have not.
It's probably very short because you can get to the castle. Like
this is a win-lose. We don't want them to leave. We don't want them to leave. They're traitors to the Sith Order.
I don't want the Sith. They're like so transparently evil.
If you believe in that sort of thing.
I do.
Think about the first time you saw a Lionel in 25 years.
Yeah, but think about what happens if you try to fight the Lionel when you don't have enough weapons to fight them.
It's true. It's true.
Right? And you mentioned like the breaking into Hyrule Castle early. I'm so on board. And then all our weapons broke, and then it was like.
But that's where we got high tier weapons in there.
Yeah, but it didn't last long.
No, but what I'm saying is like the weapons that were provided there were let us fight there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, until we got one shot by the thing, but fine.
28 minutes, 55 seconds. That's crazy.
Oof. Can you get off the main section without?
I think you could probably glitch it.
Yeah, maybe you can glitch it.
Yeah, just think about the freedom that the glider gives you.
The freedom is great. The glider is great. I love non-linearity. Things get extra points for
this is the first now. Knock the weapons breaking, but this is the only Zelda where we've been able to use a greatsword with a different and an axe and a hammer.
And that honestly, I wasn't expecting any of that, so it was a very nice surprise.
A boomerang you could use like a dagger and then throw it, and it would come back.
Yeah, it was pretty sick until it broke.
And the first ice rod in a 3D Zelda game, I believe, and fire rod.
I think so, yeah.
Think about all the aspects of Breath of the Wild. That's amazing. All the things in the engine. Being able to take a metal broadsword out in a thunderstorm, throw it at the bad guy, he picks it up, and then gets struck by lightning.
It's fantastic. It's so good. Emergent gameplay. I'm a huge fan of emergent gameplay. And so
being able to freeze a rock, hit it a whole bunch of times, hold on to the rock, and use it as a slingshot to get you across the map.
Right.
Think about that kind of stuff. Oh, this guy's scary.
He's a little scary.
Oh, he poisons too. Whoa!
Oh, prone. No.
Here it is.
100% run is 25 hours, 24 minutes, 57 seconds. That's crazy.
That's a 100% run. That's crazy. How is someone? Oh my gosh! Someone did a 100% spear on a Breath of the Wild? Are they insane? Oh my goodness. Am I doing this wrong?
Think about. I have to say, after I saw that freeze rock dumbness, I had no interest to try after that.
Really?
I just never used it.
What is that? What does he mean?
Like freeze the rock, hit it, like stasis it,
Oh,
hit
in
it,
time.
and then get on top of it, and then it will take you time.
What's wrong with that?
The slowest run for 100% is 68 hours, 49 minutes, 12 seconds.
What the?
Ours was faster than that. Well, no, because we didn't get out the Korok seeds. There's all the Korok seeds, 900 of them.
Yeah.
Dude, it's cray, dude. Dude, think about Cass.
I think we're doing this wrong.
Think about Cass. And him be singing you the songs
Yeah, it's
as
pretty
the
cool.
riddles.
Oh boy.
Crazy. 1,050?
I use like 15 med kits for that. Alright,
Great Plateau is 14 minutes, 53 seconds.
I mean, could you imagine doing a speedrun like that? I mean,
No, not of a game that big.
it's just
100% Great Plateau is 30 minutes.
like it just requires so much effort, and because in a speedrun you have to be like on the ball all the time. Can you imagine being that focused for that long? That's
25 hours?
That's. Oh man. I mean, on the bright side, if you get that record right, chances are no one's gonna beat you.
Not for a long time.
Not for a long time. So maybe that's the appeal of it.
Remembering where all 900 are would be insane. It's true.
What? Ready.
Hey, we leveled.
Yes.
Good.
Here's the thing. I think just based off Breath of the Wild taking a genre of games that I had a huge issue with,
right,
and making me love it, is
That's
enough
true.
for me to keep it on S. 900 what? Korok seeds.
Korok seeds, yeah. They're like little upgrade things you can get in Breath of the Wild. You need like, at first you need like 8 of them before you can upgrade your inventory. Your inventory is really small too in that game. Ugh. Game where you can find a bunch of stuff, but also your inventory is really small. I don't understand. But I have a lot of problems with Breath of the Wild looking back at it on it. But when I played it the first time, I thought it was amazing. I'm still gonna have to put it in S tier, top tier. But it's still a low S for me.
Okay.
Because of all the problems that it has. But I can't deny that it still has good things about it that I love and want to continue moving on in the series. Dark side powers.
All right. Ocarina of Time is overrated. Why should it be an S?
Ocarina of Time is overrated.
It's not, in my opinion. But
well, I don't think it is, for one. I've played through the game 10 times, maybe. And I can't say I've ever been like bored by it, or that I disliked my time with it. I think that it's a game that I enjoy. I look forward to playing again, and which is what S tier is. And then S tier is one step further, which is like, I think the game is very well made. And
especially if you play it on 3DS with the gyro controls.
And because I will say, aiming a bow or slingshot without gyro controls,
the N64 is bad.
Is
I never played it
rough.
on the GameCube, so it might have been better. But
Yeah, it is better on the GameCube, but it's, man, the dead zone on the control sticks for the Ocarina of Time is quite intense.
You think you're good at aiming in that game? You think that the shooting galleries are hard, like especially the horseback one.
Yeah.
Then you play it on the gyro, and you're like
The gyro.
You play it on the gyro, and it's snaps. You snap to all the targets.
Yeah.
The gyro in that game is insanely good. It's insanely tight and polished. And there's a Master Quest in the 3D version. Or the GameCube version.
Yeah. Totally. Ocarina of Time did things that I didn't expect it to do. Again, thinking it was a Zelda game, I'm like, well, it's a Zelda game. You got your puzzle elements, and there you go. And then you started combining different tunics and stuff, and that's cool. The big Goron sword is awesome. And of course, I am a little bit nostalgia blind to it. Alright, Destroyer. Because it was my first Zelda game.
It was not my first Zelda game.
So it was kind of like, I didn't know games could be like this.
Zelda 2 was my first.
Bias toward it.
I didn't even know it was a Zelda game until I was like 13. I thought it was just a weird NES game.
Okay.
Here's the thing about Breath of the Wild. Whenever anyone on the internet brings up Breath of the Wild now, almost everyone brings up that sequelitis episode. Talking about, sorry, not Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time.
It's true.
Talking about how, you know, it's all about waiting. It's all about this sort of thing.
Legitimate.
I think Aaron has played a lot of A Link to the Past and not a ton of Ocarina of Time, because a lot of his, not all of his complaints, but a lot of his complaints when it came to combat and puzzles were maybe from if you just find what works and never experiment, because one of his big complaints was fighting the Stalfos. You always have to wait till they slash you, and it takes like 6 slashes to kill them.
Yep.
It takes a long time. It's all about waiting and counterattacking.
Which again, first of all, I think it took it as a problem at the beginning. But...
Sure, he was just, at least in comparison to A Link to the Past.
In the past, yeah.
And cool.
Ceremonial armor.
And I think that's kind of dumb because is it heavy?
Light.
We
need crits.
You want to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Stupid. Calinords. Because you can slash them. They drop their shield for a second whenever they move, like whenever they go side to side, so you can slash them there. Or, and if you catch them with that, they jump back and then immediately try to jump slash you. And if they jump back and you backflip, they'll miss you with their jump slice, and then you jump slice, and then they jump back and jump slice again, and you do the same thing and they're dead.
Get them in the loop, yeah.
And they're dead. Like, he did praise the Iron Knuckle.
Here's what I will say.
Yeah, the Iron
you can also like Deku Nut them.
Yep.
And other stuff like that.
There's a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff you can do to enemies like that.
The Iron Knuckle is one of the best fights in pretty much all Zelda games. At me, please. I will debate you forever.
Well, I mean, it's a bit of a Dark Souls fight, but you know, it's a guy who has like 2 moves.
Yeah, but he's super strong.
Yeah.
It's one of the only fights that's dictated by you, not the enemy.
Right. I mean that it's a Dark Souls fight in the sense that you bait out an attack and then you respond and then you let them do it. You outspace them and then you attack.
Sure,
right?
sure.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
So, is there news?
Yep.
Is the passageway clear?
There's nowhere to go, but
it's clear. We can go. Thank you.
I killed a big monster. I'm assuming that was the one you were talking about.
I don't agree with everything. Maybe the Jedi will accept us. I've seen how evil the dark side is.
Yes, evil, exactly.
Maybe I
dark
could try.
side.
At any rate, thank you again. You've saved our lives.
Right, now...
I think Ocarina of Time is amazing. I think it still holds up today.
I think it holds up today. I think that if you're going to play it on the 3DS. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Just for better controls and stuff like that.
It looks nicer,
too. It looks nicer. And
it's 3D!
And yeah, so yeah, I think it's S tier is
okay.
Where it fits.
Yeah, Majora's Mask sucks, though.
Or mistaken, friend.
Majora's Mask is the worst game of all time. Explain to me why Majora's Mask... It's not. It's like my favorite one.
This is dead end?
Explain...
What? I used like 15 healing kits for this.
Yeah, to get 1,000 XP. Okay. Explain to me why Majora's Mask is on your S tier. Why it's your favorite Zelda game of all time.
It's my favorite Zelda game of all time because it does everything right.
Okay.
Like, as you know, I am, combat and character customization first, right? But not only does Majora's Mask do that, in as far as other games usually do that, but it goes even further than that. It's got the best music, with the masks. It's got best music, the best like story,
not the best temples.
Not the best temples, but the temples are still very good. I think they're strong.
I love Stone Tower. I love
Woodfall. I like Woodfall.
And I personally love Great Bay.
I'm not a fan of Great Bay.
I'm not a super huge fan of Snowhead.
I like Snowhead better than Great Bay. We're gonna disagree on that.
Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom.
That's how you hum that song, yeah.
And Akana Castle's super cool.
Akana Castle's great.
The well in Akana sucks.
Yeah,
it was actually not that bad.
Not as bad as
when we did the race.
Yeah.
I was like, everything's down here.
Yeah, it's not as bad as we remembered it.
As long as you have the stuff to open up both of the first doors.
The first doors, yeah.
You're good. You can get through it. The Great Fairies in that game are great.
Yeah, they can get the upgrades and stuff.
I don't think it's that tedious to get your upgrades. You get the Great Fairy Sword, which is rad.
It's cool.
I actually think the bosses on the 3DS version are worse. The bosses in the swimming on the 3DS version are worse. I actually would say play Majora's Mask on either an emulator on the Wii U store or the N64.
Oh, hello,
not the 3DS.
You're new to the Academy, aren't you?
Yeah, so
it takes magic to fast swim in the 3DS.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Just do a little burst of speed?
Okay, so
you can make the electricity thing.
So how it works is when you hold A, you just go.
Yeah.
And then when you hold the right trigger, then electricity comes on you, and you go into the quick stuff. So there's slow, medium, and fast. But you always want to use fast, but it uses magic. And once you're out of magic, you cannot go fast.
Okay.
It's really
there's
bad.
No way to use the electricity power without going fast?
You can if you're standing on the ground blocking. Like standing on the ocean floor blocking.
Huh, weird. Okay. Huh.
Not from
I don't think I've really played Majora's Mask on 3DS, so I can't really say.
These ruins date back to a period
but yeah, so that's why.
They changed the boss fights for the worst.
Even though, story and characters and stuff are less important to me, they still are a factor, and Majora's Mask does everything properly. Like it's a Zelda game through and through.
The Song of Healing is one of the best songs.
Yeah, music's great. I think visuals are good, but not so much graphically, but I mean in terms of design,
art style,
and direction. And I care about characters more so in that game than any other Zelda game, I think.
I've been working on a translation.
Okay, Majora's Mask does everything right, and
so that's the list then.
I think that there's obviously, we said there could be some improvements to Majora's Mask, make it even better. But yeah, that's the list.
So that's the list. Just to recap: F tier is Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, Four Swords, and Four Swords Adventures.
Sorry.
D is
also if it was there, I would put in Triforce Heroes in F tier.
Right, but it's not there. C is Legend of Zelda Original and Skyward Sword. B is Zelda 2, A Link Between Worlds, and Twilight Princess. A is A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, and Wind Waker. And S is Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I'm happy with that.
Sword of terrible power. Someone who located it could gain considerable prestige.
Right, you're gonna have to do this one.
I'm gonna leave some of these out.
You can make a new column and just put them NA.
I'll do that.
Why hasn't
any effort been made to recover his sword?
Well, a few of the Boulder students have tried. They did not return. As I understand it, the tombs are quite dangerous.
What makes the tombs so dangerous?
From what I've been told, the tombs have old traps and machines that are still active. They were designed to keep out intruders when they were made, and still do. I suppose if the Academy wanted to make a concerted effort, the tomb would be opened. But I think Master Uthar prefers to keep it as a challenge for the students.
What do you know about the sword's power? I want a new sword. That'd be cool.
Nothing at all. The legends don't say anything about it. It may have had powers only for a junta alone.
I would go.
Of course.
Sweet. Sword of Ajunta Paul. Mention a powerful sword that might be found within the ancient tomb of an ancient Sith Lord, Ajunta. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to a dungeon. A ruined dungeon. My favorite. Love me some ruins. Let's go.
Huh?
Let me know, Octo, when you guys should get to the point where you can talk about
Yep.
what you're seeing.
There's a lot of like stuff in here that is not canon.
Well, it's still Metal Gear stuff, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yes.
Wow, they even had like one of those like Tiger Electronic.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a
games.
new list. Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
Door's locked. That's lame. Okay, sorry. Over here.
There we go. Okay. Metal Gear Solid.
Your solid games.
Near and dear to my heart. Metal Gear Solid 3 is my favorite game of all time, so let's just put that at S.
Wait, just immediately?
It's
like,
my favorite game of all time.
Anyone? Of all time.
If anyone knows, yep, it's my favorite game of all time. If anyone knew me, like I knew that, it's like it's not even a question. So, let's start off with Metal Gear Solid 3 at S tier.
What makes a game so like that good?
I will tell you when I get there.
Okay.
Let's start with F. Okay. Metal Gear Survive.
F tier. You haven't even played it yet.
Haven't played it. Doesn't matter. I know.
You're gonna play it soon, but you haven't played it.
And Portable Ops. Let's go in there.
Portable Ops. Did you play Portable Ops?
Oh yeah, I had a PSP.
And you were it's F tier?
Oh yeah.
What is it? Why do you hate so much?
So it's like Peace Walker, but without fun missions, and that's saying something. Because Peace Walker ain't that great. Peace Walker's got a great story, but Peace Walker does not have that great missions. War Droids. I think those two are the only F tier for me.
Really?
Yeah. So
wait, okay. Just to be sure. Now we're talking about what are we ranking this here? Again, enjoyability.
Personal enjoyability.
Okay. Because the tiers can be different if you're looking at certain aspects of each game, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so first off, Metal Gear is D.
Metal Gear for the NES.
And Famicom specifically, because you can play it in the MGS3 subsistence version of that game. It comes in Metal Gear 1 and 2.
Yeah.
In the Famicom. It's not bad, it's just kind of like a top-down old game, not really good.
Okay.
Same with Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. It's very early stealth. They're not bad. They're just kind of like...
Metal Gear Solid...
It's old.
No, was it?
Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake.
Okay, right. So we're not in just like Solid. We're still in the...
Now we're at Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay. So at C tier, which is... I have fun with it sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay, so...
Is Metal Gear Solid.
It's a big C. Okay.
Metal Gear Solid. Great story, really good voice acting for the time, like amazing voice acting for the time.
True.
Really good graphics for the time, paved the way for future stealth games. It's just not that fun to play. It's old, there's no first person,
Right.
There's no non-lethal option. Which is weird. That's weird to think about, huh?
It's true.
There's no non-lethal option. And that's the only one at C.
The only C?
Only C. For the games remaining, by the way, are Metal Gear Solid 5, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Rising.
All at C tier?
No, those are the remaining.
Remaining, sorry.
They're the remaining. So B tier... B tier is... This is really hard for me. B tier is MGS4.
Okay.
MGS4 has great gameplay, but like just the trashiest story. Trumped only by one story for badness. But it's the first game you can crouch walk.
MGS5?
4.
4?
Isn't that insane to think about?
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Splinter Cell 1, 2, 3 were out before MGS4.
Yeah.
MGS3 came out like alongside Chaos Theory in like 2007, I think, 2006, something like that. It's insane to me that you cannot crouch walk in that game. Actually, the first game you can crouch walk in is Peace Walker. I'm pretty sure Peace Walker came first. Actually, you know what? Peace Walker. I'm gonna go ahead and go in D as well.
D. So it's usually a hassle and usually not enjoyable.
It's not that enjoyable. I'd rather just watch Peace Walker the movie than play the game. It's a lot of base management, which I just can't be bothered with.
Not a fan of the base management.
Yeah, not a huge fan. I think Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is B tier.
B tier.
I really like it, but it's kind of like it's just kind of turn your mind off. Well, it's not turn your mind off because it's like hard, but like it's it's very Team Ninja-esque. It's not a Team Ninja game, but it's very Bayonetta action-esque.
Yeah,
it's really fun. In the first 10 minutes of the game, you cut a Metal Gear Ray in half and powerbomb it.
Yeah, it's pretty absurd.
Or suplex it, sorry.
That game.
So like, it's really cool, and then you get some sick music. And Metal Gear Rising.
Pretty good.
That was the first video game that I knew of that had lyrics during boss fights in the song, and I was like, it fits.
It works.
It fits. Rules of Nature.
Rules of Nature.
Rules of Nature. And
honestly, you have to go out to YouTube and look at the soundtrack list. There's a lot of good tunes.
They're good. All the Metal Gear games.
I prefer the versions that don't have the lyrics personally, but I think they're probably good.
Yeah, they're very, very good. Now there's not that many left, and if that's the only B tier, we know where Metal Gear Solid 2, Ground Zeroes, and the Phantom Pain land. You know what?
An A tier? Do you look forward to playing Phantom Pain or Ground Zeroes?
Here's the thing. You're right, but here's the thing. No, you're right. You're right. Ground Zero stays an A.
Okay.
I'll put the Phantom Pain in B tier because I love the gameplay of Phantom Pain, but the story physically hurts me. I feel like my brain cells are dying. Can you bash it?
Right. Yay. Marco Ragnos is gone. Here?
Restricted to dark side.
Dang it.
Interesting. I love it while I'm playing it, but like whenever I do anything story, I hate it. I really like Quiet, but I hate her outfit.
I hate her whole like mythos and like her whole
like she's a cool character until she's not. You know what I mean? Like she's not cool in the rain. She's not cool at the base. She's like until cutscene. She's not cool.
Until in that cutscene happens, then it kind of gets reversed.
Yeah, and she's not cool in the ACC. Like it's not cool,
right?
She's great in her mission. She's great in her mission, and she's really cool when you go to save her at the end.
Yeah, an end of her mission.
Yeah.
I
like
remember that one.
the first time, do you remember when we were playing that game and the first time I was just like, oh, I'm going to get Huey, and we just enter her boss arena.
Oh,
and it's like laser, and it's like what? And then it's like cutscene.
That was awesome.
And we were all like, oh,
because
it makes you feel like the end.
Yeah.
Because that's how the end
started,
where you walk into the next zone and it's a cutscene. You're like, what the heck's going on here? And then the sniper shoots next to you.
Yeah, it was cool.
And then the end is better.
But it just happened,
But it just happened, which is so cool. And there's so many ways you can beat her.
Yeah,
you can shoot her, like you can trank her or like kill her. You can drop resupplies on her.
Yeah,
you can hit her with smoke grenades.
Great, I love that.
You can, if you use a sniper to shoot her, and if you wait too long, the sun glints off of your scope and she'll see you, which is how you spot her, which is really cool.
Okay.
You can sneak up on her and punch her.
Right.
You can stun grenade her. There's so many different ways to take her down. And then at the end, you actually get to choose if you kill her or not.
Yeah.
And if you kill her, it changes the whole game.
It does.
That's really cool.
That's great.
And then she sucks.
Right. Like, as a character.
As a character. Until, except that mission and her final mission. Then she's great.
No.
Great.
You will feel bad for making fun of her.
No, I won't, because you pervert.
Once you find out the truth about her,
she breathes through her skin. You mean like the old man who wore a head-to-toe ghillie suit?
The ghillie suit, yeah.
Cool.
She needs to breathe through her skin. So that means that he has to be not wearing clothes.
And I like the vocal cord to parasites as a theory. I like the idea of it, but it was not executed.
You know, obviously it's obvious what he was going for. He was going for like words can affect people in ways that are like profound and you know. But it just comes across as stupid.
They destroyed the best Metal Gear villain.
I forgot they
with
did
Volgin?
with Volgin. Yeah, they did, didn't they?
I actually
that was like 4 years ago.
It was. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I actually like the Phantom Snake twist. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like it. Upon reflection. It makes sense why there's still... Hey, Starboy, thanks for the follow.
Oh, thank you, Starboy!
It makes sense that there's two bosses, because you kill one in Metal Gear 1 and the second one in Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. Makes sense. I like how at that cutscene where it all gets revealed, you get a tape that you play in a Famicom, or not in a Famicom, in the I think it's called the MGX supercomputer or like home computer system that Metal Gear 1 was originally on, and on the tape is Operation I think it's like 1313 Intrude, which is the name of the first game.
Yeah.
And when he puts it in and it plays like the sound, that's actually the sound of the game that Metal Gear 1 made if you put it into a tape recorder and played it. Amazing. Like that's really cool. That's all really cool stuff. Yeah. And like really subtle stuff like after it's revealed to you, there's like the camera's like panning and it pans like off the it goes down because you're at a sink, right? You're at a sink with a mirror above it. Yeah. And it pans down and then it pans back up and you're covered in blood, your horn's all the way out, and then you see behind you the Diamond Dogs logo switch to Outer Heaven. Mm-hmm. And you hear gunfire in the background. Like, that's really subtle, really cool. I like it a lot. Good. Super cool. But it all doesn't matter. Because Skullface is terrible. Volgin is terrible. Skullface's plan makes no sense. He's an awful villain. The game isn't finished with frickin' Eli being Liquid. You never ever meet Solid Snake, which apparently was gonna be a thing as well. Yeah. There was all these things that it just was a jumbled mess.
It was.
And it broke my heart. And you didn't see Big Boss's turn to evil. Like you did. You
thought.
Like honestly, you did, but not in this game. Big Boss was evil when he was recruiting child soldiers in Peace Walker.
No, I would argue, if anything, he was shown to be a pretty good guy.
He was a pretty good guy. He was doing some crappy stuff, but he was a pretty good guy. But like, Big Boss was evil when he was back in Peace Walker.
Yeah.
Kidnapping kids like Chico and his sister, making them into soldiers.
Yeah.
Like he's not a good dude.
Right.
In Peace Walker, but it's all kind of because it's from his perspective. It's all, you see it as like, oh, I had to do this, stuff like that.
Right.
That's what I was really hoping from Metal Gear Solid 5 is you kind of saw it from Huey's perspective.
Well, you kind of like were led to believe that though too. It has another.
Yeah, the marketing was just a lie.
Marketing was not.
And like, here's the thing: like Kojima lies in marketing all the time. That's how he got away with it in MGS2, which I'll get to. At that point, like the Raiden bait and switch, or the Raiden bait and switch was so cool, and even though I hated it until I was like 20, I hated that switch. Now I'm actually like, it's brilliant. It's brilliant, and I'm okay with it.
Raiden bait and switch.
Of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
That was another thing that a lot of people were bummed out about, was at the end of that game, around the years at the end of that game, you could have actually seen Raiden as Jack the Ripper, the kid soldier, in Africa.
Yeah.
Because that's where he would have been.
Yeah.
But they just didn't do it.
They did Liquid, but they didn't do...
That would have been really cool if at the end of the game it was like, yeah, you go back to Africa and there's a new child military force, and that's Raiden.
I mean, we all know the game wasn't finished.
Yeah.
And it shows. It really shows.
And, like, just, like, freaking... What the heck, dude? Like, Psycho Mantis is just there.
Yep.
As a kid. He's just there without any explanation.
Oh, no. There's this whole vocal parasite thing that's gonna kill... Liquid Snake. Nope. It's not.
Like, you can tell it wasn't. You can tell it wasn't finished, and like Psycho Mantis was put in there as a cool nod, but turned into a Deus Ex Machina machine.
Yeah, he's a machine of a Deus Ex Machina.
It's really it bums me out. But Phantom Pain plays like no other stealth game.
So that goes down into B for you.
It goes down to B because I like it when I'm playing it, but I never look forward to it because I remember all the trash when I'm playing.
But when you're playing it, you do like it.
Which is why Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is an A, because when I was playing Ground Zeroes, and when I think about Ground Zeroes, it was before I knew anything about the Phantom Pain. It all made sense.
Right.
Everything made sense. I knew everything that was going on. It was very tight.
You know,
it's short, but it's super replayable.
Right.
It has like a whole bunch of these different missions. You can play as Metal Gear Rising Raiden in a mission where he has to kill body snatchers.
Right.
Which is super cool. You get the whole nod of congratulations, you said the most redundant thing of the day. Explain.
Yeah, explain. Well, you know what?
You get all the stuff with pause. That's the other thing about MGS5. That's stupid. Pause just wasn't there. That was a vision of the guilt.
Yeah, it was dumb.
But then both Miller and Ocelot were just like, I guess he's having an episode about pause.
Yeah.
Let's just go along with it. Like,
yeah, that's true. There's Ex Machina
that's
machine.
True.
Yes.
That's true.
Got out of the machine.
In the machine.
Of course. Well, obviously, you feel very passionate about Phantom Pain because of how much you look forward to it. I mean, that was our very first, but before anyone even watched our stream, that was our first 24-hour stream. Was Phantom Pain.
You only made it 11 hours before you
I
abandoned me.
I was exhausted. And after that, I slept for like a day.
It's so funny because I went home after being awake for 40 hours.
Right.
It took me 4 hours to fall asleep.
That's insane. Like as soon as
I slept for 6 hours and I woke up.
As soon as my brain, my head hit that pillow, I was out for like a day.
I was
so
really
tired.
hoping you were gonna come back in the morning and like help, and you didn't, and I was like, no, because everyone went to bed but me. Because we had Josh here, we had Fiddle here, we had a whole bunch of people, and they just all went to bed, and I went, hey. And I'm like,
I'm sorry,
I was awake for like 30 hours.
I didn't know that's what you wanted to do.
Guys.
Why did you go for 30 hours? Why didn't you go for 24? That was our goal.
Well, no, it was 24, but I was awake at that point for a lot longer than 24.
Right, I see.
And I didn't beat the game.
Okay.
I got credits. I did get credits.
Yeah.
But then it goes end of chapter 1.
Yeah. But anyway, so you can go on about that for a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all know that the game has got a lot of promise. And even me, someone who's not really a fan of Metal Gear, I didn't play that game for a little bit. And
it makes me very optimistic for Death Stranding's gameplay, but kind of cautiously optimistic for the story. If Kojima has time to finish it, it's probably going to be great.
Just think about Kojima.
He's a perfectionist. It takes a long time for him to finish stuff because as soon as he's like, I'm done, he thinks of something new.
Not only that, but like, well, that is a problem sometimes. But also, he had like a tether, which was Metal Gear, Snake, all this kind of, right? This is a man who's gonna be freewheeling and dealing. He can write whatever he wants.
We already saw how crazy he got with Silent Hills. He's like, oh yeah, you want to beat the PT trailer? I hope you read the Book of Enoch.
Yeah, exactly.
Or else, oh well, like what?
Yeah, that's exactly what I expect.
Ooh, Mandalorian battle armor.
That's
got to be heavy.
Well. Yep.
Oh.
Nice, 25 to electricity. 11, so that's 23.
Passed it right there.
5.
Nice.
And then we got a gun, a rifle. He uses rifles, right?
Yeah.
Haven't really upgraded most of his stuff.
Okay, so moving on. I've already talked about Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes is just Phantom Pain with that's a little stiffer, and everything still makes sense.
But a little tighter as well.
A little tighter. Oh!
Master?
Shall I blast you, Master?
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little
Are you
lab, eh?
Rock? Probably not.
The contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough.
I'm knocked out already.
Welcome.
Shall I blast him now, Master?
Good.
Yep.
This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Hord.
Who's that guy?
No. I've taken up residence here for now.
Now.
It's dusty and full of critters.
Critters?
I like this guy.
Who are you?
Oh, yes. Introductions, of course. I suppose it is time, isn't it? This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough.
Not Meckel.
His name is Miko.
Miko! That's not how I would pronounce that.
It was already Meckel before.
Meckel.
Poor lad.
Yo!
He's had a hard day.
Oh, it is? Yeah, this is Jorak
Jorak Earl. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me.
Guess I've been told about you.
Liar! You think I can't tell? Obviously, the academy is lax in its training as usual. Stupid
I'm just gonna kill you, okay?
Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see,
cooperate.
I'd like to discover...
Yeah, I like this guy's voice.
...of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Miko here. I already tested him, didn't I, Miko? Yes, you're welcome. You see, Miko here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for.
You just take your test.
Well, forgive me for resorting to the cliché, but you would die, of course.
Pass your test?
Why, then you go free. Tell you what, I'll even pass on to you my own personal thesis on ancient Sith philosophies. They're based on all I've learned studying Tulak's tomb. They'll make you a better Sith, I'm sure. The chances of you passing, however, are sadly remote.
Okay. Here we talk about this.
I'm sure we could. We could chat all day about it. But where would that get us? I'm quite determined, and you are quite helpless. Perhaps you have some questions. I'm not above delaying the test a bit. The results are always the same.
You're a madman.
What's a little mental instability between tutor and pupil? What's important is that I'm here to better the Sith as a whole. It's a big job.
Used to play along.
I don't remember offering you a choice. You can refuse to answer my questions, of course, but then, I'm afraid, I will just have to assume the worst. So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question
Get
to
it right.
you. Get it right, and I torture Miko. Get it wrong, and I torture you, Miko.
I had no choice. I tried all those other options.
He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong.
I saved recently.
I don't think so.
I don't know what you think of Miko.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't like him.
Maybe you think he
How many questions are
deserves to
there?
be murdered.
How many hits can I take?
Here's your chance, fair enough?
Really unfair.
Oh? Just how long have you been a Sith, anyhow? A bit dainty around the edges, aren't we? Well then.
Well, we're not all about dark and evil.
HK in the background. Shall I blast him, Master?
We can both survive.
Do it.
Attacking together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you, risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm supposed to get this one wrong, so in order for him to shock me, so... right? Is that what he said? If I get it right...
If you get it right, he shocks Meckle.
Mickles, or Meekle, whatever. Wait, I should get it wrong then?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do nothing. He's a fine leader. Mission. Secret. Refuse to answer. Is that an option? What happens if I refuse?
I don't know.
Nothing. He's a fine leader. You said he's good for this for the Sith.
Incorrect. What sort of thinking is that? If all the Sith thought as you did,
if all the Sith thought like that, everyone would be dead.
Ah, well, it's time for your punishment. And so
Magic.
we come to round
Or
two.
stock scream and sound effects. Not
humans
quite
who are
Howie,
threatened by
no,
dangerous
but
animals.
close.
They plead for help, offering you a reward. What?
Offering a reward, though. None. Or leave the weak fools for their fate. Okay, that's the right answer, which means that he'll get shot. I want the wrong answer, which is to word and assist them. Right?
Sure.
Completely.
So you've made a profit, and now you have some sniveling, useless fools trading after you. No. Bad idea, bad idea. At any rate, here is your punishment.
I think we can probably only take 3.
Like 3? The magic number?
Let's see.
I assume we're going to be even more slouched.
You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Or keep
Strengthen the Sith as a
yourself?
whole is the thing that you don't want.
That's the wrong answer.
That's
Keep
the
it
wrong
to
answer.
yourself. Keep
it to yourself, right? No, wouldn't that be the good answer? You're selfish, right? Which is the right answer, which we don't want.
Okay, I'm not sure how many you can take before you die. Versus Meckle.
Let's try refusing, maybe?
He'll shock you.
And here I thought this question was an easy one. Oh well, suit
Change
yourself.
the question?
Well, you did ask for this. It's for your own good. Still going? All right then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him? Or
Kill
give
him!
Another
Okay, you're
chance?
supposed to kill him, but give him another chance. Give him not playing, he's also there.
Another chance to make you look poor to your superiors? To make it look like you are weak and deserving of attack? No. Think again.
No.
Not that good help is easy to find. Oh well, here's your reward. Last question. You're about to die.
Hey, Mad Hatter, how's it going?
Mad Hatter, welcome back.
Apprentice to make him stronger.
Being held captive by this crazy guy. That's when your most appearance to make him stronger. Use your last breath to strike at your enemies. Yes. But I don't want that. So the
I
opposite.
wonder if we should answer one right.
But he said that Mikkel couldn't take much more.
It depends on how many more he can take. I assume we can game over here too.
Well, if we can, we can just do it again, I guess.
Give him 1. If he dies, it's on me. I strike at my enemies.
Fool. It's a trick question. A true Sith never dies.
Okay.
I'll enjoy this one. Time for your
The truth is,
medicine.
that's patently false. The truth never dies.
Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before.
How you doing, Mad Hatter? What you up to tonight?
I suppose this
Hope you had a good week.
Go, Miko. I'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students!
Oh, nice.
That's it! Detention for all of you!
Permanent
detention!
Yay! This is the thing that stuns them, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it worked.
Oh, well, I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, I figured because he's a Jedi, he would have, or a Sith, he would have. It stopped his lightsaber coming out all the way.
Nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, shoot. Oh. Finish him. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess he wasn't a true Sith after
Ah.
all. I can't believe that I'm alive. You saved me. You could have easily just answered those questions and let me die.
Oh, you need the help in fighting Jorak. Well, I don't want to go to your head. I just saved you for last.
Yes. I see what you mean. I've never been on that side of the fence before.
I'm joining the Jedi.
It makes you think. I'd be dead if you weren't... if you were proper Sith. But you're not, are you? Don't worry.
Oh, I'm watching
I won't tell anyone.
Vidinsky, but I'll dedicate a tab to y'all. Thanks, Mad Hatter. Hatter's probably playing Splatoon or playing Star Wars Online. Give you a chance to change your ways. I don't know if this will work. Yay!
The light side? I've never thought about that. Can you even
Yep.
go back?
I think. I don't know.
I've done some... I've
Darth
heard
Vader
most
did.
people. I don't think the light
What did he
side-
say?
I thought he was gonna
Yeah, just go
turn on his
and just-
lightsaber.
yeah.
I haven't watched too many things.
Too much One Punch Man.
Yeah.
I suppose. And good luck.
Yay!
Earned him.
That worked out.
Only you could have turned Kahani.
I know. I tried.
So, Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Solid 2 is A rank on my list.
Metal Gear Solid 2?
Metal Gear Solid 2.
It's so jank, though.
It's not that jank.
When I played it, it was jank.
Probably because you don't know how to play video games.
Maybe.
Maybe we should play it again.
But maybe.
Metal Gear Solid 2, it plays really well.
Okay.
It's got a learning curve, steep learning curve. But once you learn it, it works really well. It has a really good story.
Black Horde's Mask.
It has a really good story about
That's some good elements, yeah.
not letting yourself be controlled. And
is it?
About questioning health +2. About questioning authority and making sure you know who's running things. And know what they think. And what they truly believe. Did you loot the body?
Well, yeah. I mean, questioning authority, I guess, is one way to put it.
And it also shows that Ocelot's a cool guy. Who's always always one step ahead of you. And this game's really cerebral and really confusing at the end, and it really makes you feel like Raiden.
That's true.
Because at the end, you're like, what's going on? Like, fish and mailed. I'm in Arsenal gear. Stuff's going on. Snake just said he has infinite ammo. Like, what's going on? And he does have infinite ammo? Like, what is that? What's going on? And it's really cool. It's really, really cool. I didn't... It was so much so that, like, when I first played it, when I was, like, 13, I just didn't understand what was going on.
Right. The gameplay holds up,
Yeah, the gameplay holds up. It holds up. It holds up. It's really, 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 really good.
We should play through it again. It's fun. The boss fights in that game are actually like kind of interesting. Like Fortunes is interesting because Fortunes is just last. Just like last is cool. It's really cathartic just to kill all the Metal Gear Rays inside Arsenal Gear, which is all in VR, which is why you can just do all that stuff.
Right.
The game ends with like a 6 sword fight.
Yeah, with
Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, Dr. Octopus.
The president of the United States, Dr. Octopus. Otacon's sister's in it. There's an emotional scene. You get to hear. I can never remember the guy's name. It's Rudolph something.
Christopher Rudolph.
Yeah, Christopher Rudolph do his meme cry.
That is a meme cry, right? I tell you.
Classic David Hayter.
Yeah, he's in Bloodstained, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get my soul.
My soul, right?
It's great.
What?
There's a lot of good moments in that game. Vamp's really cool. Vamp's really cool. It just like there's so many cool. Like this is one of the first games that I've seen like do like a really elaborate undercover sequence where it's like you gotta not only equip the bad guys' uniform but their guns too,
right?
And stuff like that. Listening with the pacemaker and then finding all the Johnny Easter eggs with the laser mic and stuff. The directional mic is all really cool. It's all really cool. Olga as Mr. X really works. That whole thing is believable and really works. I think it holds up. I think it's really good. And then S tier is obviously MGS3 Subsistence, not Snake Eater. Snake Eater is the one that did not have the...
MGS3 Subsistence? What?
MGS3, there is Snake Eater and Subsistence. Snake Eater had a top-down camera.
Right, yeah.
And Subsistence had the camera that you moved itself.
Yeah.
Subsistence is the only way to play that game. Because you with the camera that you control.
Yeah.
Because the other camera is broken in a lot of areas and this doesn't let you see guys. And that game is so much about like it's hilly and there's you're hiding and like enemies hide in the grass too and stuff like that. It's really cool. That game's amazing. Being able to like heal yourself and stuff like in the menu's cool. It's it takes a while to like that's the biggest downside is having to go in your inventory every time to change your camo, which is why in MGS4 you have the Octo camo.
Yeah, which again, knowing me, I did like the camo, different camos. That was cool.
And how they can have different effects.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. I really liked the what do you call them? Like the group that of bosses you fight, like the Fury and the like what are they called?
What are the names? Yeah, I know their names, but like what's the
name of
unit
the group?
called?
The unit, yeah, the unit as the.
Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember what they're called.
Okay, well, anyway, all of them, I enjoyed fighting them, for the most part.
And the boss's story in that game is so
good.
So it's the first game I cried at. It's the first game I cried at.
I know you're gonna disagree because you know how to play video games, but man, I was stuck for like hours on the final boss.
It can be tough. It's unforgiving. You can learn like tricks like how you can insta-gib the fear somehow non-lethally by shooting him with an AK-47.
I mean, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Where he gets in front of you and then you stun grenade him and then you just blast him with the AK-47 and it hurts his stamina.
And before anyone says, like, yes, I have been stuck on bosses tons of times in the past with all Dark Souls runs I've done and stuff. But I was already not really jiving super well with the.
There's also before you had played Dark Souls, so you were probably a little less patient when it came to video game
That's
properties.
true. That too, as well.
And probably a lot less. Tuned in with your options.
Yeah.
About looking at options. Because there's a lot of stuff to do. And cool stuff of like in that final battle you can find solid, liquid, and solid as snakes. And then if you keep them in your inventory when the game ends, you have you get the easy gun, you get the Patriot.
Yeah.
And you get face paint.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Tons of replay value. You can kill the end before the fight happens.
That's so awesome. I love that.
And then if you go, it's just a sniper team, which you can sneak by.
Do not forget our agreement.
You can go. You can go full non-lethal. Did you know if you knew this, but if you turn your system's clock ahead of time, the end will die of old age during his boss fight. That counts as non-lethal. even though he dies.
Yeah.
Because you didn't kill him.
Yes, so I
Yeah.
Just like
That's
how
cool.
if you trank a guard and a vulture eats him, it still counts as non-lethal.
Non-lethal kill, yeah.
Also, it's cool how the Soro boss fight is way easier if you're doing the game non-lethal.
Yeah,
but the non-lethal playthrough is the harder playthrough, so it's the trade-off.
Yeah, that's a lot of cool things going on in that game.
Right? There's so many. There's
Tsuchinoko.
Yeah. And stuff like that. And there's like alternate cutscenes.
Yeah, also all like the little dialogue bits with your team, you know?
The mushrooms recharge my batteries.
Yeah, I was thinking of the battery scene.
What? You hear a paramedic flicking through the book? I don't. It's like they do because they glow. I don't know what he's saying. Go along with it.
Yes, Snake. If you eat that, it'll recharge your batteries.
Or when
that's why they glow.
When he talks to Sigyn and he's like, "Snake, why aren't you wearing a shirt?
Let me see.
Gives you no tactical advantage." He's like,
but
"It feels nice. I wonder if I should take my pants off too."
And like,
I do
Snake,
hope you had to pry this from
are you in a box?
Regardless.
I know. I feel safe. I feel safe. It's great. It's great. And then there's the different ways of getting out of the cell. And there's the first-person version of the cutscenes you can watch too.
Yeah.
With like the Soro behind people, like telling you stuff.
Yeah.
And the secret L1, like the ones that don't have prompts.
Indeed.
That's really
I
cool.
checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies.
The way that you can have a discussion with Johnny's father.
It is just as good.
Because he's the guard that when you're in jail, he's the guard watching you.
That's true. Yeah.
He has a J on his balaclava, so you know it's him.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you got a lot of good
And
memories.
you can have the nightmare of the unreleased tech demo of the vampire action game.
Yeah.
And it's like canon, like Snake Wicks was I had a nightmare.
I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning.
Game's really
when you
good.
Return, make sure
the gameplay doesn't really do it for me, but I can't deny that there are a lot of things that are cool and thought to put together, you know. There you go. Those are those. But like, what about the bottom tier, like the lower tiers? Let's talk about those for a bit.
Metal Gear Survive is Metal Gear Survive. There's nothing to talk about.
What do you mean? You haven't played it yet? You don't know.
I played the beta.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's awful.
What? What? I mean, it got better.
Doubt it.
Doubt it.
Haven't played it though. Can't pass judgment other than
Force Jump and Night Sense.
Portable Ops is just a worse version of Peace Walker. Peace Walker's not that great. Don't at me. People love Peace Walker. Don't at me. We should do Toughness. Gives us more HP. It works retroactively too.
It's also good.
Sure. So that's Metal Gear. Now I have one for you that you're gonna be like, oh no.
Oh, okay. Get burst of speed. Or a waste though.
All right, my man.
Yeah.
Mainline Mario games.
Whoa!
This is perfect, excellent, good, okay, bad.
Only 5 tiers? Okay.
Okay, let me put these bad boys in order.
I'm gonna put him.
Why is there two? There's two Mario 2s.
Just leave it there then.
Yeah.
Just don't do anything with it. Okay. So let's start with Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers is gonna be good. Gonna be C tier.
I'm not gonna put the rest of these in order.
Fine.
This one.
Mario Brothers 1 is like mid tier. Good.
Good. I love Super Mario Brothers.
Not a fan of it. Like the first Super Mario Brothers is just,
okay.
It just doesn't have the staying power to me. Even though it's ironically because it's like the longest lasting game ever. But
okay.
Energy resistance.
What about Super Mario Brothers 2? This game's a good game.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 tier below Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
Okay. Any reason? Just don't like it as much.
I did enjoy it, but it was just still okay. If we're judging it on this scale. okay. It's just okay.
Super Mario Land. Did you play that for the Game Boy?
Yeah, I
like it a lot.
I think it's okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm fine with that placement. Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels. Did you ever play it in the All Stars pack?
So you place that where you want it.
It's a Japanese Mario Brothers 2, which is more Mario Brothers 1. Now we're starting to hit the big boys. Let's actually do Super Mario Land 2. That's where Wario was introduced for the first time.
Yeah.
The game's really good.
I know, I'm not a big. I did play the Game Boy ones, but I don't think they lasted very long. There wasn't much.
Throw that onto the okay.
I don't know. I think that both of those are like pretty much in the. I think okay and bad is a little.
You want to do that?
Tough.
Super Mario Land and bad. Super Mario Land 2 and okay.
Okay.
All right, let's. I'm not gonna do the big boys yet. How about Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS?
Mario 3D Land.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was good.
I thought it was good.
This is gonna be the easiest one because they're all like, yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're good. Like, yeah.
New Super Mario Brothers for the Wii. No, actually, this new Super Mario Brothers for the DS. I played the heck out of this game.
Pretty good, but is it like excellent?
Here's the thing. I played the heck out of New Super Mario Brothers. It's just okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of you remember like the castles, which were really hype.
Yeah.
In betweens are not great.
Okay.
New Super Mario Brothers Wii.
I think that's good.
Good.
I played that for.
I actually never played it.
I think it's got some good things going for it.
New Super Mario Brothers U. I've never played it.
I put Wii down in okay and put U in good.
Okay.
I think
New Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS. Never played it.
Never played it.
Gonna put it in.
I'm
gonna put it where New Super Mario Brothers is.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Put it okay.
I don't know.
Okay, now Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U.
Mario 3D World. That one. Oh, good. It's got. I think it's like a high good, low excellent. I think.
Which one? Where are we putting it?
Put it in excellent and see where how things go.
Okay, now we're at the big boys.
The big boys.
The big boys.
That's right.
Super Mario 3. That game is excellent.
Game is at least an excellent.
It is almost perfect.
At least an excellent game.
Almost perfect.
Yeah. Definitely a high excellent, maybe a low perfect.
Like perfect for in this sense. Like not like obviously it's not perfect.
No,
you know
it's S tier. S tier game.
Super Mario World. My man, that is S.
That's an S tier Mario
That is
game.
S. No question in my mind.
No question.
Super Mario Sunshine. Here's the thing about
excellent.
Sunshine.
I think it's excellent.
Out of the 3D Mario games I've played, all the way through.
Yeah.
So not including Mario World 3D. Probably my least favorite one.
Yeah.
No long jump really hurts me.
Yeah, but I think even then, it's really good.
It's pretty good.
So it's like excellent. I think
it's high. I think it's high good.
High good, low excellent.
I think it's just high good. It doesn't even touch excellent. What do you think? Are you willing to give me that, or are you willing to fight for this excellence? Change my mind.
Okay, so yes, you don't have a long jump, but you do have a lot of traversal options with the jump.
Let me argue something right back at you. The most fun levels in all of Sunshine are the ones where you don't have the water pack.
Maybe. The boss fights are really cool though. With
not
the
into
flood.
Them. Not into them.
Okay. All right, you can put it in good.
Okay. Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, that's perfect.
Perfect?
It is, yes.
I would put it in excellent.
Okay.
It's mid to high excellent.
Okay, I think it's a pretty solid. I think if I put it in excellent.
We'll put it in excellent for now.
Excellent.
Put it in excellent for now.
Okay.
Now two of these next 3 games I've not played.
Okay.
Just to put this on your mind, how does it make you feel that I've never played Super Mario Galaxy 2?
Terrible, because it's just better Mario Galaxy 1.
I'm willing to put it in perfect.
Therefore, it's in perfect.
How does it make you feel that I have not played Super Mario Odyssey?
Oh, you haven't played that, have you?
I haven't played it at all. I might throw it on my suggestion board. I've never played it.
Having like 100% of the game it's very good. It's excellent. I wouldn't say it's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. After playing through 100%ing it, I'm like, there's some things that.
Really?
There's some things that I think could be better here.
Have you played Luigi's Balloon World?
I haven't. So maybe.
Apparently that's super
really
fun.
good. I don't know.
Okay,
like,
and
where's the dude I talked to?
The biggest boy for me, Super Mario 64 is perfect. It's perfect. Perfect.
Have you played it recently?
Yes. I'm basing it off of when we played it last. It's perfect. There's like 2 bad levels.
2 bad levels.
To be fair, there's only like 15, but there's only 2 bad ones.
Well, they're worlds though.
Sure.
Yes,
but you know what I mean.
Yes.
I don't like the one where you're on the magic carpet.
Rainbow Ride.
I don't like that one. And I don't like...
Oh, man. Now you made me think about all the things in that game. Freaking Tiny Huge Island.
Tiny Huge Island is awesome.
Yeah. Why didn't they do that again in
Dude, and just think about, like, the water theme. I can't do it very well.
I mean...
Let me get it on my phone.
It's the game that, like, that has some of the most iconic music outside of Super Mario Brothers 1. You know? What's it? Da 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 da.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
And let's not forget the best Bowser music in Mario history.
Do you mean like da 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 da?
He just comes in, he's like.
Oh, he's just sitting here. I thought he'd be in his room. Whoops.
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb.
It's already there.
There is not.
Your final test.
That's the best water theme in video games. Best water theme in games. Where you want me to put it right on the mic?
Yeah.
Wow, the mic's not picking it up. What the heck? That's crazy that the mic's not picking it up.
It's that good of a noise gate,
That's
right?
crazy.
The greatest
anyway.
of Korriban Sith Lords, in fact.
What is this final test?
I will tell you the details.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That theme's
You will,
amazing.
Yeah.
Fight for your life.
It's interesting how
That is why I suggest you be in
even
sufficient health.
the list is.
I know, right?
Pretty much these would be excellent or perfect.
Super Mario 64 is perfect.
Can't
It's
really
perfect.
argue with you.
I would fight tooth and nail for that. After no, because you don't understand. For the longest time before we had played it again, I was the apologist for this game has trash controls. Then I played it again, I was like, this game has fantastic controls. What am I talking about? It's just the N64 controller sucks.
Yeah, that controller really wasn't.
Yeah, because we played it on the Wii U, and I'm like, holy crap, this plays really well on the gamepad.
They passed the preparation. Uthar then takes you and Euthura to the Sith tomb. Your companions are not permitted to join you. Oh. GG me, I guess.
It's a pretty good list.
Very well.
I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, let me see.
You have earned the right to see if you
Galaxy is a little worse than Mario Galaxy
Indeed you
2.
have.
Is that a tone?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that too.
You should
I know there's
by now
one
that no
left.
scheme
Gonna
is
just
set.
eat you up.
I don't know what you're talking about, Master. I am not scheming. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes, yes, of course. We are in the
too
sacred
many
tomb
games.
of
Oh, okay. Well, hang on.
That's too many games.
Hang on. We'll do one. Do just one of the
Yeah, hold on. Let me just get not every Mega Man game.
Star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you. Your
There you go. We'll do the classic games first.
Return to us once you have
Right?
it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be
Mega
very
Man, the
cautious
best
here.
box art of all
This tomb
time.
is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses
Okay.
remain.
Are we doing
Do
adding
you
F tier
understand what I have told
or
you?
no?
Are
No
you
F
ready
tier.
to begin?
F tier.
What does Mega Man 3 look like? There. Or...
If you do not strive to achieve something, then it will be meaningless to you, wouldn't you say?
Anything I will face.
No, that is part of the test. Overcome the obstacles that lie ahead on your own.
Find the star map, return the lightsaber. I understand.
Good. Euthura and I will await your return.
Okay. I think Mega Man 1, honestly, that's you start right dead in the middle. B tier.
Okay. I actually think that he should be lower. But
yeah, but for now,
okay,
as a base. Yeah. You know what? No, I agree with you. It should go one lower. Mega Man 2, that's A, potentially S.
I'd say it's an A. I don't think it's going to be up to an S.
But I think Mega Man 2 has the best music out of the classic Mega Man games.
Have you heard the other tunes?
Yeah, I played 1 through 6 on my 3DS.
Those are really good games.
But it's the Mega Man, it's the theme, the main theme. It's so good. Where do you think Mega Man 3 falls? I have no memory of Mega Man 3 other than that's the one where you can slide.
Mega Man 3 is great. It has
What's TNL?
Oh, I think we just leveled recently.
Okay, yeah, a lot. 15.
Yeah.
Well, 14.
3 is notable for after you beat the main excuse me? After you beat the main 6 or main 8 or Robot Masters, you have to beat 4 more enemies before you get to the.
And it's the one from the first game.
And it's the guys. Yeah, the levels are remixed, and they have to fight 2 bosses per stage, and they're all bosses from the previous game, from Mega Man 2. Pretty cool.
You can slide in 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the first one you can slide.
Yeah. I'd say in terms of weapons and then level design.
Give me some of the Robot Masters from 3.
Okay, so 3 has, from left to right, has Sparkman, Snake Man, Needle Man, Hard Man, Top Man.
I don't like Snake Man.
You don't like Snake Man?
I don't like a stage.
Yeah, so Snake Man, Needle Man, Hard Man, Top Man, Gemini Man.
I didn't like Gemini Man stage either.
You don't like Gemini Man stage? Magnet Man and Shadow Man. Oh my gosh, one of those guys. Is it weakened so I can fight it with one person? I used like 15 potions last arc.
Maybe you should.
It's 2 of them.
Oh, get out of there. There's a door behind you. Or is that the door you came in from?
That's where I came in from.
Maybe you can just run by them? Save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we put Mega Man 3 at the same level as 2? 1 below.
Yeah, B.
B. Okay. Mega Man 4. Give me some Mega Man 4
Okay.
Robot Masters, because all the classic ones kind of blend together.
Sure. So we got. This is the first game with the Mega Buster charge shot.
Oh.
So that's gonna get some points for me.
Yeah.
Got Ring Man, Dive Man, Skull Man, and the middle is Pharaoh Man, which has a unique charge attack when you can charge up and shoot balls at you.
This game's at least an A from what I remember of it.
Yeah, Bright Man after that, and then Toad Man, Drill Man, and Dust Man.
I'm satisfied giving that an A.
I'm happy with that being an A.
All right, Mega Man 5.
Okay, 5. Now 5 and 6 is actually kind of where I start to lose my memory about the games. So that's the one with Flame Man and Blizzard Man. Or is it that? Is that the one with Centaur Man in it? I can't remember which one it is.
That Centaur Man was from like 9.
No, like 5 or 6. Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Let me just see how much damage I can do.
Not a lot.
What's everyone doing?
Door's gonna be locked, isn't it?
Unlock. Cool.
Wow.
Don't go that way.
I wasn't watching, so you're gonna have to show me. Oh, I'm loading.
That's the last one I saved.
Okay, hold on.
If you can get out. Now that you have like What are you thinking?
Get some melee shields on here.
Okay.
Only one Mandalorian shield, huh? You'd put on... Oh, I thought we had the breath mask.
The breath mask.
It makes you immune to poison.
Okay, so Mega Man 5. I see Gravity Man on the cover there. So that means Gravity Man's there, and which means Stone Man's there, which means Charge Man's there. Charge Man's a little silly. So it does have Proto Man as a kind of a villain for a bit, which is neat. Item. Well, you had your. If only you could do some candor strats like I was doing.
Saved.
Saved.
That's the wrong button. It worked.
Oh, that worked. Can we keep doing that?
Existed, not saved.
Yeah, if you keep jumping me, that'll work. Bio band. Please. Okay, that's neat. Does those rocks hurt them?
I don't think so. Wow, he one-shot the shield.
Well, I one-shot the shield. But I did not shoot the
But I did not one-shot the deputy.
Oh, hey! Yay!
Good.
Okay. I'm liking your strategy here. I'll stimulate. I went off and bought lots of health kits while we were chatting. I don't think we're de-leveled or like under-leveled, are we?
I don't know.
We've been fighting most things.
We might have not supposed to come here yet. Like this planet.
No, this is the next planet that the game told us to go to.
Did it?
Yeah.
I thought the guy told us to not come here because of these enemies.
No, that was like the other guys we fought.
No, because I remember
Tar attack or something.
Yeah, Terran tactic. But we're fighting currently.
Yeah, but I mean, we have to do this though, right? Like we have to go here and do this Jedi test thing, right?
Yeah, I just wonder if we were supposed to come here later.
I mean, I don't blame you for thinking that. They seem pretty tough.
Man, they are resisting that stun.
I noticed that when you attacked, you were able to like jump and like hit them and then run away. Can you just do that? Oh, this is good. Is he blocking?
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good, eh?
That's the concussion grenade. It's just kind of hard to hit. Because they resist.
You're just doing it. Not bad, Octo.
Oh, trust me. Sometimes you gotta kite in shooters.
In shooters?
Yeah, there's a lot of times you gotta kite dudes with stun grenades.
Really?
Oh yeah. Depends on the shooters you play.
It does not seem like a thing that would be happening in shooters. What shooters?
Division and stuff like that.
Division?
Sometimes you gotta kite the big boys. Jeez.
Interesting. So any kind of shooter with like lots of guys that have lots of health?
With dudes with big boy health.
Big boy health.
Juggernauts in Call of Duty.
Oh. I thought Call of Duty was only like fighting like human combatants and stuff.
Yeah, you are, but it's a dude in like a bomb squad outfit.
Oh. Okay. Kind of like gets staggered or something. He kind of like freezes for a bit. Can you just keep doing that?
Oh.
Okay. Lari. What's that? What's that crystal?
That's not what I wanted to do.
Almost got him.
Doing damage.
Almost got him. Boop. Our legs are very sore.
Yep.
Same deal with the.
So many EpiPens.
Same deal with the Bloodborne guy.
That does good damage.
What was that? What,
Sonic grenade.
Sonic grenade. Where's the Sonic?
Rolling around at the... Okay. There's lots of kiting in Borderlands. It's true. Time to get my health all the way back.
So this is kind of what. So this is what we're supposed to be doing?
Probably not, but.
Oh, I mean it's working. I mean whatever works. Is there a way to do like a spacing thing where you can make them attack but then be out of range? I don't think so.
It doesn't seem like it because as soon as they start attacking, even if you run out of range, they hit you.
Yeah. All of our health. I use like 3,000 credits on all those here. But I guess that's what they're there for.
That one's almost dead, and then I can just do force jump strats.
Yeah.
Sometimes the grenade staggers them a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Almost got him.
Missed. I have to wait for them to get like caught on each other. That. But then I can only target. I target the front one and hit the back one. That's not what I want.
Right.
That's what I want.
Close.
But now I only have ions. Do ions even hurt them?
I think it's less damage to them. You can try it.
One's dead.
7. 1. You have some life support packs, which are like super potions, X potions. Hey, look at that stagger.
I have to have force to do that, though. I'm pretty sure.
You do?
Yeah.
Get far enough away so.
No. Oof. It still kind of works, though.
Yeah, even that kind of works.
That's how to do it, kids.
Okay. Is that all of our grenades?
Yeah. Okay. We have ions left.
You guys are probably like, what a bunch of dummies!
Pillar of fire and ice, huh?
Special cold grenade. Ooh.
ate my force. Did you see that?
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully, I was gonna say, hopefully we don't die from poison.
I'm disappointed that the heal and stuff is just like a more powerful version. It like not actually like a spell. No, kind of like stasis.
Ooh, you're strong.
Stasis is just like a more powerful version of.
Okay, let's do it.
Stun. Okay. The way I came, the entryway.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really watching.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, it's time.
We're gonna save this. Save this.
We'll save it here.
Save it. Different file.
It's finally my turn.
Yeah. Don't die in this incredibly dangerous. Don't die in this incredibly dangerous dungeon where we just used all of our advanced healing kits.
We still have 11 life supports.
Well, thanks, guys,
only like
for joining
1,500
us.
credits a life support. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for Destroyer and Aridin.
Let's raid.
And Robert. And yeah, let's raid. Let's raid somebody.
Oh, that's right in the camera. Let's just not do that.
Yep. We can see who's streaming.
Yeah, I suppose we'd have to do that. Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Mad Hatter, and for the lurk, and for everyone for joining us. Great. Let's invade. Who's Pinsky? What's Pinsky up to? What is that?
Slaves to Amarok 2 Dwarf Fortress.
Never heard of that.
Sure, why not?
Sure. This is Pinsky. He's another huge Star Wars fan, so if you guys want to talk Star Wars with him, you can. Another fellow Pixel Heart. Tell him that we sent you, and I'll be hanging out there for a bit as well to join in the activity. And thank you. Thank you to Starboy for the follow. Appreciate it so much. Continuing this run on Tuesday. I'll try to have do another run on Sunday. We'll be continuing the Mega Man X7 Pyromancy run.
Maybe I should get you to do non-lethal Metal Gear Solid 2 run.
We'll see.
Request.
We'll see. All right, guys.
All right,
that
guys.
raid button.
I will.
Take
Talk
care.
to you guys later.